before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. What's the word? What's the word? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, real conversations and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. What's the word? What's the word? How y'all feeling?
Oh, bitch, what up? What's an uptown nigga like yourself doing down here with us common folk?
You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today? First and foremost, before we get started, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all, it takes a lot for y'all to be mothers. It's a hard thing raising little people. So that does not go unnoticed at all. So shout out to y'all. Today is y'all day. So make sure y'all celebrate it how y'all supposed to. All right. Now that we got that out the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Listen, we got a lot of topics to cover today. A lot. So we're going to get to the nitty gritty. We're going to get down to it. All right. But before we do, there's this new feature that I got going on. That I want to start implementing into my shows with the Courtnee Edgar Show as well as the Banter and Barter Show. All right. So on some topics, right? Not all topics. There are going to be some topics where, and eventually, depending on the type of topics that I have, I may do it throughout the entire show, but it just depends. So I'm going to start doing it maybe a couple of, depending on like how hot the topic is or how controversial the topic can be, I'm going to start doing call-ups, right? Call-ins. All right. And so with these call-ins, so I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what it actually is. So these call-ins are for you to call in and give your thoughts and opinions on the topic itself. It's not to talk about something that happened last week. It's not to talk about some random shit that just came across your mind. It is to have an actual conversation about the topic at hand. All right. Now, if you come up and you just want to show love, cool too. But the biggest stipulation is if you call in, you definitely gonna be respectful. Definitely. If not, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it off as soon as you try to jump on and be stupid. Secondly, in order for you to call in, you need to first be a subscriber. And secondly, you need to super chat. What does that mean? That means minimum $10 to get in, to be put in the queue for a call in. You can go between $10 and $25, and you get 60 to 90 seconds to get your point, to get your shit off. All right. Now, of course, if you pay anything above 25, so let me make sure I get this. Bear with me. So if you pay $10, right, you'll get put in the queue. But of course, if you pay more, you'll become first in the line to get brought up in the call in, right? So of course, the more you pay, you will get higher up in the queue. You know, you will skip the line basically. Now, if you pay anything above 25, then of course you'll get more time to get your shit off, to get your point off. And of course, you'll automatically skip the line. All right. So we got that. So if you want to call in on a topic, depending on what that topic may be, you have to first be a member, first be a subscriber, then you have to give a super chat, minimum $10. Minimum $10, and you get 60 to 90 seconds to get your thoughts off. All right. Cool. What up, Treese? What's good with you? How you feeling, Treese? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Treese, what you think about that? You think that's a good idea? Actually, I want to give a shout out to my dog Nick, man. He the one who actually gave me this idea. He was like, you know what? I was on the Banter and Barter show, and I thought this would be a great idea. You know what I'm saying? You start adding call-ins to your channel, to your show. I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you. And he came up with the whole idea. So literally this wasn't my idea. I just thought it was a great idea. So it's great to have people around you who actually want to see you succeed, who actually see growth in your channel, who actually want, to add value. So that was pretty dope, man. Shout out to him. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with these topics, man. We're gonna start off light. Yeah, it's a good idea. Okay, all right. You know what? I appreciate you, Treese. I appreciate you. Think it's a good idea. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. So this first one is kind of light. It's kind of light. It's out here in my city in Arizona. Section 8 has moved up, and when I say moved up, they got luxury Section 8. I've never heard of that. A luxury Section 8. When I think Section 8, I'm thinking the slums. So apparently this ain't it. So we're going to dive into it, and then we're going to see what's actually going on, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right? So let's go ahead and rock out.
Section 8 community, you think of probably stereotypical thoughts of what a Section 8 community would look like. Well, today we're getting ready to see a Section 8 community that is luxury. And I'm talking about really, really nice, well-kept, clean. I have a lady that is going to be showing me around, telling us all about it, what you get, process. This is a gated community, Section 8, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's really nice.
My name is Mina Muhammad. How you doing? I just moved in here. I have Section 8, and it's been a blessing.
This affordable housing is Section 8 and income-based housing.
Yes, yes.
What is
they
that?
do accept both. I just ported into Phoenix. So I originally got my housing in Georgia.
Okay.
And then I moved out here to Phoenix, and I came out here because I had reciprocity with my EMT certifications, and came out here and just changed my scope of practice, and now here I am.
You say with EMT?
Yeah.
You're doing like ambulance?
Yeah, saving a life near you. Yeah.
So you've seen some stuff.
Yes, I have. And then I stopped doing it right before COVID. I'm a single mother, so I didn't really have the proper support system for me to be able to do work during COVID and not put my daughter at risk. So
is that where things kind of changed for you during COVID?
Yep. So
hey, listen, it's hot out in Arizona, but Buddy got that white towel on his shoulder. He out there cooking. It. That sun is beaming.
You want to look at our pool?
Yeah.
Since we're right here, we got a nice little area when they take care of it. All right, so this is the pool. I'm a very social person, but I also like to isolate myself. So like right now would be a perfect time because it's just the kids out here. There's not too many people out here, so I wouldn't mind coming out here right now. And it just started getting hot where I like it. Today actually might be one of those days.
I don't get in the pool till it's 100 degrees.
Yeah, I needed to be cooking. A little grill, a little jacuzzi over here.
Cabanas?
Yep. And then the umbrellas open up. I see a lot of families come out here a lot. We got a little, it's hot. Go to the gym area, you walk right past it actually. So we're gonna go on the 360. Everything is right here.
Okay.
So the leasing office is right over there. There's a clubhouse right there as well. I like how they have a lot of propagatable plants too out here.
Okay.
You big into plants?
Yeah.
You are? Nice.
You got the green thumb?
Yeah, absolutely.
Growing.
You'll see. You'll see. I ain't got no vegetables or nothing growing right now, but
I was walking in on the grower.
oh man, you gonna see something. Like I said, I've been busy with school. Let me go through here, start through here. So
now what are you going to school for?
I want to get back in the medical field, so to be announced maybe if I change my mind on that. But currently I'm finishing up my AAS behavior health. So this is a yoga studio we have, which is nice. And the main fitness area. And then actually some little play area for the kids. I don't got my grown self in there before. It's very fun.
You got an indoor playground.
Wait, hold on, bro.
That's super.
Man, hold on. So this is a whole Section 8. This is a whole Section 8 apartment building. Now, hold on. Now, let me be clear on this. Let me make sure I'm clear on this. Just because you're on Section 8, that doesn't mean you're a degenerate. So I want to be clear about that. There are some people who got some sense, who know how to act, who know how to behave. You know, circumstances just ain't going their way at that time, at that moment in time. So they just got to make do with what they got. So I want to be clear. I want to be clear on that. Just because it's Section 8, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody degenerate. It's the ghetto, it's the slums type shit. But typically, that's typically the thought process of somebody when they say they live in Section 8 housing. So when you see this, it's like, oh shit, hold up. Say you live in luxury over here in Section 8. You sure this is Section 8? Yeah, this is Section 8 housing. But these are for people who going through hard times right now. So this is, I personally think that this is dope, you know, to give people that a different side of what Section 8 could look like. Like, listen, we can still live in a gated community, have all the amenities, live decent, keeping everything clean and everything looking luxurious. We living like normal people out here, just in Section 8. So I think this is cool. Cool.
Peek in here right quick. I'm telling you, I'll probably be in here more than the kids.
Good.
Yeah, area and everything.
Cute quick little McDonald's little get up they came up with, which I thought was really cute. And they had the public laundry. We got some public restrooms too. Okay. Everything is locked, which is good, I like it. And it's a laundry facility.
Lena, how long you been here?
A year in October. So this is a facility. I don't like public washing. They do have washer and dryers that they offer in the facility as well. But they have these as well for those who didn't want to pay for it.
Did you opt to have the
washer and dryer unit? Yeah. Absolutely. You pay for parking here as well.
What's up, Quinn? Appreciate
you can pay for a washer and dryer, or you can pay for community parking, but it fills up pretty fast. We also have a dog spa, which obviously I love. I got my little doggy. They were supposed to build a dog park as well, but I'm guessing they ran out of funding.
You definitely can.
What I would assume.
You definitely can. Absolutely.
So, have you brought your dog here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's supposed to be in here today, but I was.
So this is cool. So you can bring your pet here, your dog, and groom.
Yep. I don't put her in here, but I leave her down here, and then I cut the blow dryer on for her. She be a little scared. She don't got used to it, but I love it because this way I don't have to watch her in my house.
Hey, I'll add it right now.
And I don't have to pay for nowhere to watch her. So I like that.
Oh, this is super cool. This is dope. This is like the most amenities that I've seen thus far. A lot of times people think, oh, Section 8, they think there's going to be gangs in here.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really, I like to be the face sometimes. That's why I was like, when he asked me, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Because I don't usually disclose that I have housing because of stigmatism behind it and the biased judgment that people have and all that good jazz. But
Auntie, listen. Auntie look like one of those type of individuals. She like, listen, I ain't here to play no games. I'm here to do what I gotta do. Yeah, you know, I may live in Section 8 housing right now, but I don't want none of that degenerate shit around me. I don't want none of y'all ghetto ass kids around me. Listen, I just want to go to work, come home, relax myself. I want to be in the gated community, gated space. I want to be able to kick my feet up. I want to be able to go to the pool without worried about getting shot. Hey, she got some sense.
Can't wait to, you know, tell my story about how it was a stepping stone for me to achieve, you know, me becoming a doctor, you know what I mean? And setting my daughter up for a lifetime and stuff like that. Because, you know, some people may use it as a crutch, but, you know, I utilize it as a tool. It's not an end all, be all. And, you know, that's what I wish some people would understand a little bit more versus making this their lifestyle and using it as, you know, growth and getting to the next step in life.
Right.
That's a key point right there. She just said something critical. A lot of people, they get into Section 8 and they stay there. They don't use it as a means of, they don't use it as a means to, okay, well, let me get my shit back together. Let me get myself in order. This is the time for me to go and get ahead in life. This is my taking a few steps back so I can take 10 steps forward. A lot of people aren't doing that. They get into Section 8 housing and they stay there. They don't want to improve. They don't want to get better. They just stay there. They just stay there. And that's not what this is. That's not what that should be for. It's a little aid. It's an aid to help you get to where you're trying to go. Or at least that's what it should be.
You're a doctor, huh?
Yeah, yes, Dr. Muhammad.
What type of practice?
Now that is still not sure. I want to teach, so I don't necessarily want to be a doctor in medicine. I want to teach. I want to be able to give back to my community and let them see a familiar face in places of statues. So I'm trying to get back into that position. So that's ultimately why I want to become a doctor, not necessarily for anything in particular, but ultimately I do want like outreach programs for youth, like 12 to 24. And have you heard of a program called Upward Bound before?
Yes.
I want something similar to that, to be able to reach out to people who have poverty, facing poverty, or, you know, troubled kids going through things, you know, who don't see a hope for their future, but don't really realize that, you know, it's a lot of life to live and they're young, and give them the opportunity to explore the world, taking places, explore colleges, so on and so forth. This is a mail room. She's actually doing it right now. I'm not going to check mine, obviously.
Is this where your Amazon and all that gets dropped off?
Yep. So we have an Amazon box as well.
I'm talking about they got.
You're going to need to check thing, man.
This Section 8 living better than some people who ain't even know Section 8. This is like a Scottsdale apartment. Hey, bro. This apartment complex look better than some people's apartment complex who ain't even know Section 8.
Good.
Right.
And then we have other grills on this side too. This is the other little grill area. We have other little grills on site too. Everybody always makes it seem like this facility so big. Like my friends come, they're like, it's a huge complex, but I've seen bigger in Arizona. Also, another fun fact about this facility is sistered in out of Minnesota. So whoever created these or started in Minneapolis. So I actually like that too. So the buildings and all that were created originally in Minnesota. So I first moved out here to Desert Eagle Estates. That was off of 71st and Glendale. They're I don't think they're necessarily income-based, but they do have affordable housing options, but it's not just based off of that. Like you can have a regular income and be able still to apply and get approved there, but they still accept those who need help with like certain income-based programs and Section 8, and they do accept Section 8 vouchers too. I moved there in 2020, and then I just
look at that, bro. Look at that shit. You could tell Arizona flat as hell, boy. Arizona's so flat, but dog, look at this. Look at this apartment complex. That shit is nice, dog. That shit is nice. I'm trying to see where exactly that is located, though. I don't know where it's located, but that shit looks nice, bro. Shout out to them. Whoever came up with that idea to create that type of section housing, they did a phenomenal job, bro. Shout out to them. And to be quite honest, I do think that's pretty dope that they are doing that too. And again, this just kind of goes back to what I've been saying before. Section 8 should not be a lifetime situation. It should just be a temporary situation to get you back on your feet, so that way you can continue to keep progressing in life. That's all that should be. Not this shit that we got going on now with the Section 8, where people been living there for 20, 30, 50, 70, 80 plus fucking years, and you passing this shit down generation to generation. That's not what that should be. Temporary, get in, get out, and move on with your life. That's what it should be. So shout out to them.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, man. Let me post something up real quick. I gotta put something up real quick. Give me a second, y'all. A quick second. Give me a quick second. Make sure I'm giving the people their credit that's due. Covering their shit. Let's see here. Boom. I bet. All right, cool. All right, let me check one more thing, and then we'll get back into it. Let me look at something right quick. Starting. It's pretty dope. This is my word, which I made for the streamers. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. The work that you're doing on Gwen. This is dope. All right. It's pretty dope work, Gwen. I see you. All right. So let's go ahead and keep this train rolling. Let's keep the train rolling. What we got? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure that you support the channel as well. Super chat, Cash App goes. You know what I'm saying? Everything in between. All right, so let's go to this next topic. A man drags all of his friends onto 115 miles per hour police chase. Dog, what? So we're gonna get into that, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on, because this shit sound kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and rock out.
This is a simple traffic stop for speeding, but given the suspect's reaction, deputies now know they are hiding something, and finding out won't be easy. You're gonna get dog bit! You're gonna get dog bit! It's around 1 a.m. on February 13th, 2024, when this Rock County Sheriff's deputy notices a white Camry speeding at 36 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone in the village of Orfordville, Wisconsin. But as the deputy initiates a traffic stop, he doesn't realize this is only the beginning of chaos he doesn't yet see coming. At this time, deputies have also been advised to remain on high alert due to a sharp rise in crime, especially vehicle thefts and burglaries in the area. Because of this, deputies patrolling the area are not willing to take any chances, even on the slightest suspicion.
At least I had it at 36 and 25.
11 over.
It's a white Camry occupied 3 or 4 times. So, Deputy Cliff of the Sheriff's Office. Reason for contact tonight, speed 36 and 25. You got your driver's license on you?
Yeah.
All right. Is it a rental car?
Yeah.
All right. You got a rental agreement on you? There we go. Where we coming from tonight? Madison. Looks like you're past your return date on your thing. It says Monday, February 12th.
No, this might not be.
Is that the old one? Because it picked it up on the 9th and returned it on the 12th.
Yeah, they have this paper. I don't know.
You can, you probably can't call them right now.
No, they're usually closed. What's your new return date?
It was because I had an insurance claim.
Gotcha.
So they're keeping it until my car was fixed.
Gotcha. You said you're calling from Madison. Where are you headed to?
Beloit.
Beloit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
The suspect driving the car is 26-year-old Kevin, and as the deputy runs an inquiry on his identity, the expired car rental will become the least of his concerns.
rental agreement expired at 10:30 p.m. last night. Can't find the new one. Claims are coming from Madison. It's where the rental is out of anyway.
Did they all ID themselves or no?
No,
They refuse?
no, I haven't gotten that far. Driver's on paper for a bunch of fleeing and then receiving stolen property, 5,000 over. I'm going through his DOC rules now.
That you should have a curfew.
I'm thinking, I thought I saw one in here. He's got in like 40 DOC rules.
Did he give you the rental agreement?
Yeah, it was from the 9th to the 12th.
For his name?
Yeah, must remain inside your approved residence between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. So yeah, he's outside of his curfew by 4 hours.
And he's a driver?
Yeah. Backseat fucking full.
Have you ID'd everyone or no?
No. Oh, there's three. Hey, Kevin, can you step out for me?
Why do you step out for it?
I'm just going to talk to you at the back of the car here.
Wouldn't it just be a regular ticket or something?
And I'm asking you to step out of the car.
Yeah, I'm asking why. What's the reason?
None of them. These guys are going to be cooperative.
Kevin, can you step out of the vehicle for me?
4246 vehicles taken off.
Hey, can you tell me why? Hey, can you tell me why I'm stepping out? No? I bet. And
Southbound towards Beloit. I'm going to immediately request spikes by Beloit.
Southbound towards Beloit, requesting spikes from Beloit.
402, I am in pursuit, speed 75 miles an hour, southbound towards Beloit. Roads are dry, vehicles occupied 5 times. Weather is clear.
Thankfully, there's no traffic, but that doesn't deter Kevin from driving dangerously, putting the lives of his friends in the car at risk as he desperately tries to flee the deputies, who are now requesting ways to slow him down.
Requesting pit.
do y'all understand how pissed I would be if I'm in the back seat and Buddy take the fuck off? Dog, I am snitching. No, you know what? That ain't even snitching at this point because I didn't partake in none of the bullshit. I'm just in the back seat. So I'm telling. I'm singing like a canary. You understand me? I'm singing. Like, bro, I didn't tell you to take off. I didn't say nothing. I'm in the back seat. I'm chilling. Let alone, I didn't even know that your car rental was expired. Bro, I'm just sitting in the back seat. I'm riding, bro. We going to wherever we going to. Ain't nobody tell you to take off on these police. Man, boy. Ooh, hell nah. I pray for God. None of the people that are close to me, none of the people in my life put me in a position like that. I'm telling. On God, I'm telling. I don't care. You can look at me, oh, nigga, you ain't real. Shit me. Ain't nobody, you ain't real because you put me in the fucked up position. Now you gonna tell me I ain't real because you decided to put me in the fucked up situation that I didn't ask for? All right, watch. Stool pigeon, 100%.
If we slow down enough before Beloit.
I want, with it just being us two and them having 5 people, I want spikes first. We are past Pavement, approaching Pinot Grove, still southbound 100 miles an hour. Still 100 miles an hour, about to pass Pinot Grove. All back to Cliff. What was the driver wearing?
I believe it's going to be a darker sweatshirt. Driver has shoulder to a little lower, thick dreads.
Copy that. 90 miles an hour, still southbound, passing Laird and Kettle.
Back right passenger is going to be a heavier set male, black, darker sweatshirt, wearing a black do-rag.
The other male in the passenger seat is 23-year-old Deshaun, whom the deputy had observed slouching in his seat and avoiding eye contact during the traffic stop. By now, he already suspects all 5 occupants in the car are involved in something sus. But even when their method to stop them is successful, he is not prepared for the lengths some of them are willing to go just to avoid getting caught.
Fixed out there now.
Too late, we're past them. 87 miles an hour passing Newark. Suspect probably at Frederick. 103.
6 speed deployed, 6 speed deployed. Got a hit on him.
With 2 of the tires busted, deputies believe the chase is nearing its end, but they couldn't be more wrong.
Am I good for hit, slower speeds?
Stand by right now. Stand by. I want another Beloit unit with us. Sorry. Where do we have other Beloit units at? With them having 5 people, I don't want to pit this vehicle in case they all bail. With just us 2. We're about to go south on 4th.
Able on 6, you got a unit.
Copy. Southbound on 4th at Merrill. Cliff, let's go and pit.
Going westbound Merrill.
Flip Merrill!
Get the
get dog bit! You're gonna get dog bit! You're gonna get dog bit!
Listen, the other shorty, and whoever else is in that passenger seat in the front, and the other shorty behind the driver, they still sitting in there. Hey, you feel me? You feel me? AR Smitty, what's good, dog? I ain't signed up for this, but I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down. Well, never mind. They out.
Get on the ground! Get the on the ground!
Real park, one at gunpoint. Hands behind your back now! One went that way, one went towards Tilly's.
Get on the ground, I got you a good point. What's your fucking move? What's your move?
42, 46, I got one at gunpoint. I'm gonna be 100% honest, I have no idea where I'm at. Yeah, I got a second male. He's cooperative. Are you driving? Roll on your stomach. Roll on your stomach. Can you breathe? How you running, bro? Why'd you guys not run? No, I'm scared.
I got a question. Does anybody have any insight? Do police officers have tracking devices on them? Or is it just on the vehicle? I mean, because think about it. Now this is kind of a side note right here, because he just mentioned he was just in the foot chase, and he was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. I don't know where the hell I'm at. That's what he reported. So do they have tracking devices on them? I think that would be a great idea if they did. I mean, I know it's taxpayers' dollars, but I mean, hey, gotta keep them boys safe too. They gotta get back home to their peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
402 driver in custody.
You injured? You good, boss?
What to say? Battlezone, he said, come take the charge for your brother if you a real one. I am real, but I'm not crazy. You feel me? I ain't crazy. I'm real for not falling for the okie doke. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not finna fall for you crazy. I'm not falling for the okie doke. What you missed? You ain't missed much. You ain't missed much, to be honest with you. It's just a foot chase. Basically, it's a foot chase. You know what I'm saying? The chat got you though. Trees got you. Trees got you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, sit up.
Okay. All right.
Man, you making me run. I'm a supervisor, dog. I don't do this.
Put
your hands out back behind you. I'm not gonna with you, all right? You're good. I get you scared. I'm scared too, man. People don't run if they're not doing dumb. You know what I mean? This is good. God, prison. Why are you doing this to yourself, dude? That's stupid. I think I'm gonna go, bro. Realistically, all you guys misdemeanor charges. All right. No weapons or guns on you. On your side.
4246, just to confirm, there's 2 males and 3 females, correct?
Yeah, 10-4. Stand up for me.
Got him.
Yeah.
10-4. You guys got the driver.
I think the sergeant's alone with 3 at
There's 2
gunpoint.
males. Okay, and Beloit just said they have a male. You got a male. And Linder has 3 females.
How many males in the car? Yeah, it should be everybody. I'm walking my guy out. Oh, sorry. Hey, you're good, brother. Are you okay? I kind of threw you into the fence. You good? Shut up, you wouldn't have had a charge. Yeah, now you're going to jail.
See? I'm telling you. Bro, you just made your situation 10 times worse. You should just sat your ass in the car. All you had was misdemeanor charges, bro. Now you really finna go to jail. All because you started running.
Shut up, you wouldn't have had a charge. Yeah, now you're going to jail. Yeah.
Bruh,
Bitch, get your stupid ass out. That shit was dumb as hell.
Dog. First of all, this is why you need to pay attention to the shit that you got going on in your life. All you had was misdemeanor charges, and just by the simple fact you saw the police, you decided to start running. What you running for? But I understand the mindset that you thought that you were scared, like, oh fuck, we in this car chase, so everybody in this motherfucker guilty. No, that ain't the case, because you ain't the one driving. The nigga who was driving, he's the one that's in trouble. You just had to sit there and be like, man, listen, bro, I don't know what the hell. I'm just in the backseat. And I understand it, because he got some charges on him. He just sitting back there. That's why he wasn't making the eye contact, got some little misdemeanors. He's gonna get, matter of fact, he probably wouldn't even got touched. He probably would have got let go that night. They probably would have let him off. Real talk. He slap on the wrist, probation probably, because of some misdemeanor charges. But now you finna do what? Probably finna do some months. You're gonna do a few months in jail, because you ain't have no weapons and nothing like that, so you weren't really a danger. You just ran. Now he like, shit, for real? Hey, you know when the nigga feel dumb and they take some shit, you like, man, for real?
You're the passenger, man. You can't control what his driver's doing.
Damn. You see what I'm saying? You didn't have no control. You just should have kicked back. Yeah,
you fucked up. Now you got me all out of fucking breath. You're out all of breath.
I got a driver in the back with me.
Perfect.
Good job, Sarge.
It didn't take much. He's as out of shape as I am. We got to get to the gym, big dog.
No. I didn't sign up for none of this, man.
I didn't sign up for this shit either. That's why I promoted, sit in my car and do nothing. You guys got lucky. I just took my dog in to get his teeth done. One of you guys would have got bitten up.
While Kevin and Deshaun both run for their lives, the three women in the car stay behind, choosing to wait for the deputies. And the story they eventually share is something quite different from what deputies had suspected about them all along.
I'm glad you guys stopped them. I was so scared.
It was probably terrifying, sister.
It was so
You don't got any bomb threads, nothing, right?
No.
Okay. You're going to go with Officer Bornwood, okay?
Back this way. Back over this way. Ready to go ahead and take a seat for me.
Ouch.
Is there a dog in here?
There's no dog in here.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and hop in there for me. Nope, no dog in here.
I'm going to say, don't put me in nowhere with no dog, please.
What do you need? What do you...
Oxygen. Dude, I caught that guy. He's all the way up to the park. Told the driver to step out of the car over and over, Bill.
Yeah.
He's like, why? It's just a ticket. I'm like, give me step out of the car. Looks at me.
Okay. Get your breath, man. This is DL. Yep, Kevin.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
He gave me his driver's license before he ran.
All right, I'm going to go run them.
We check with all back, but I don't think we're charging females or anything unless they're on paper or something.
Yep, I'll run.
I didn't count it. The back right passenger had like $500, $600, $700 on him. Yeah, big old wad. In a foot chase with all that behind me threatening the dog. I'm like, we don't have a dog. I'm like, we don't have a dog. It's like, bro, he's lying.
With both Kevin and Deshaun in custody, deputies begin speaking with the three female passengers to understand what led to this chaotic chase. But they soon realize that the reason may have very little to do with them.
Dude, what happened tonight?
We met them at the bar and we...
No, so to give you a quick backstory, let me catch you up real quick, Clown. So they got pulled over, and the driver, he had an expired rental. He had an expired rental vehicle. So when they was about to, when he told him to step out the vehicle, he took off. The driver took the fuck off in the Camry. They were on a speed chase for a minute, and so after that, tire got busted. The two dudes who were in the vehicle, they got out and ran, which is what you seen right now. When the guy was talking to one of the guys who ran, he was like, all you had was some misdemeanor charges. What the fuck you running for? Because he's like, shit, I ain't want to go back to jail. He's like, well, you going now because you decided to run. And so that's pretty much what happened. The cops haven't done anything wrong. They did what they were supposed to do. And so he was just explaining to the guy, like, bro, you out here getting me out of breath. You out of breath. We need to get in shape. And so now they are getting booked. They are getting booked. But now we're finna get down to the deeper conversation of, you know, a little bit of the backstory of what's going on here. But the driver is the main one that's guilty right now. But I'm guessing we about to get some more insight on what the fuck is going on and why he really took the fuck off. So
This was going with them.
Did any three of you know those dudes?
No, I've seen him before.
Okay, where have you seen them at?
Like bars and stuff like that.
Okay.
We don't even know them for real. We were kind of just hanging out. We were drinking at first. I guess.
Did they tell you where they were going? No. Did you know like Beloit or like the general?
I knew we was on Beloit, but I didn't know where we was going in Beloit.
Gotcha. Did they tell you what you guys were going to do or?
Just go pick it.
Okay. Have you ever met those guys before? No.
But he said he had to pick something up.
Okay.
The one that was driving.
Okay. Did he ever tell you what he had to stop and get?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
But he had his GPS on, so he like knew where he was going.
Okay.
But I don't know what he was gonna get. I told him he was speeding. I saw the sheriff. Was it you, the one that he was?
No, it wasn't.
I told him, I said, you're gonna get pulled over for speeding. You're going 40 and a 25. And he was like, man, not my license, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. Sure enough, we got behind him.
When I first pulled you guys over in Orfordville, did they say anything to you?
Mm-mm. They just, we just had a car. And he pulled over. I was like, okay, this is cool. He's showing you guys his license. I'm like, okay, see you guys together, you know? Then when he came back, that's when he started acting like he didn't want to get out of the car.
Okay.
And I was like, what the f? You know, I guess he makes a decision to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Did he say anything while he was running?
No. And he pulled off, and I was like, you need to let me out. And then he was telling us, like, the one in the back was like, go faster, or whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, your safety matters more than anything. I said, even if you're trying to get away from the police, I said, my life matters. If you don't care about yours, mine does. So they'll let me out or something. I just told them to stop the cars. I said, we're not running. We didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay here. And you guys do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen.
Okay.
And then I told them, I said, when you guys kept doing the specs, I kept telling them, like, you might as well just get out. Not like get out and run, but like stop the car. Yeah. You might as well get out. There's no point because the next step is going to be probably crashing, and I did not want to crash.
Did you say he was going to run on foot or anything when he stopped? Okay.
I just told him, you might as well stop the car. Should have been stopped it. We were like yelling at him the whole time.
Okay.
But at the same time, I didn't want to like put too much pressure because I didn't want to die. So I like kind of was chill about it.
Okay.
And then my friend tried to stop the car because it was still going right here. And then we just got out and the lady pulled up and told us to get on the ground.
Okay. So they didn't really say anything while they were running. They're just looking at.
Well, one of the guys only has a misdemeanor. I don't know about the guy with the dreads.
Right. And then they obviously stopped the car here. He didn't put it in drive or put it in park. So then
my friend behind me, Kia,
gotcha.
She put it in park.
Kiatra leaned over and threw it in park.
Yeah,
and then that's when they came up.
And then we just waited for the lady to come.
Okay, so you don't know these guys at all.
No.
Okay. Well, you had a hell of an experience.
Sleeping, and do you see her sleeping?
I honestly just woke up. Honestly, I don't even get out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a night out for you.
This is my first time ever even being in a situation like
that.
Yeah. Super fast, so I was telling them like slow down because like you're risking all of our lives.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's super dangerous.
Yeah, we and all three of us, we both have kids.
Right.
So like and
yeah. Well, maybe.
That's what we get for going.
Yeah, maybe. Next time we're not going to leave the bar with random dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about I'll take you out of cuffs. You're good to go.
Just so you know, he is on paper.
That's all you had to do, dog. Just sit there and kick it. You should have let old buddy with the dreads take off. Let him do his thing. I would have said, man, ass right there on the ground, right there by the car, and I just would have been sitting there chilling. Like, man, listen, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna run. What I'm running for? I ain't guilty of nothing. I'm in the backseat chilling. Anybody tell this fool to take off? He go to jail by himself. He gonna stay. He decided to make the decision to drive that vehicle to take the fuck off. Guess what? He going to jail by himself. I'm not gonna get locked up with you, boy. You lost your goddamn mind. You done lost your ever-loving mind. Kiss my entire ass. You understand me? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Shit, man, let me read this super chat real quick.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years? Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, A.R. Smitty, for the $9.99. He said, I didn't sign up for this. Facts, bro. I didn't sign up for none of it. I didn't sign up for none of it. And you ain't finna put me in a compromising position. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope. You ain't finna get me. You're not about to get me. You can kiss my entire ass. You understand me? My entire ass. You can kiss it. You can kiss my entire ass. So let's get to this next topic. I want to go ahead and I want to kind of cover this real quick. I don't want, even though it's the main topic, I don't want to cover too much of it. I mean, because we already kind of understand what's going on with it and what happened with it. But there was an update with the Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Man topic. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit, and then I'll just kind of give my thoughts and opinions on it. Then, you know, rock out. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into it. So, Pooh Shiesty. For those of y'all who don't know who Pooh Shiesty is, he is a rapper. He was signed by Gucci Mane. So, but when did this happen? Like a month ago? Roughly a month ago. So Pooh Shiesty, they went to Gucci Mane's office, and I guess they were attempted to get out of a contract with Gucci Mane. So it ended up turning into a robbery and a kidnapping. That's basically what happened. And so again, Pooh Shiesty, who had just been released out of jail, right back up in that motherfucker, which is by far the dumbest shit that could ever happen in the history of life. Beyond me. So recently, it was just arraigned, and he said that, you know, again, he claims to be not guilty. So I'm gonna read this article real quick. So prosecutors accused Pooh Shiesty, his father, Big 30, and others of allegedly robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane at a Dallas studio. Following his release from prison, Pooh Shiesty sadly did not spend much time before he found himself in more trouble. He, his father, Big 30, and others are accusing of robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane over their record contract together. And the court just got a massive update in the case. According to Bryson Boone Paul on Twitter, Shiesty pleaded not guilty today, which was Friday, May 8th, which was 2 days ago, to all accounts against him in the kidnapping and extortion case. The federal arraignment on 5 counts also came with an update about potential trial dates. So we are awaiting a scheduled order from the court. Pooh's new lawyer, Ken Schaefer, reportedly stated via email, although we have not seen all the evidence in the case, it is apparent that it's, what the hell? Am I doing that? Oh, it is apparent that it's a highly defensible case, and we're hoping to have Shiesty back in the recording studio very soon. Schaefer joined the team after the departure of Bradford Cohen and Sam Zegna. I guess that's how you say his name. Now, the new legal team has significant next steps to take, not just with scheduling, but also with compiling evidence, preparing their arguments, and addressing new developments and accusations from prosecutors. Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty's father also pleaded not guilty in the case. So who the fuck guilty? So what the hell actually happened? We need video footage now. Both Big and Shiesty remain behind bars at press time, and they, along with some of the 9 co-defendants, are attempting to secure bond. Interesting. So at Friday's arraignment on federal, and this was a post on X, at Friday's arraignment on 5 federal counts of kidnapping and extortion in the January 10, 2026 incident involving rapper Gucci 1017, Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, real name Latrell Williams Jr., entered a plea of not guilty. So, if convicted, Pooh Shiesty and his co-defendants face a maximum sentence of life. Ooh. A maximum of life in prison. These are heavy charges, and they also came with a lot of hip-hop debate about snitching, label contracts, and a whole lot more. However, the co-defendants are trying to stand tall amid the scrutiny. Pooh Shiesty's father dismissed the alleged evidence against him, reportedly claiming that prosecutors' case against him is profoundly underwhelming. He and his legal team believe he should wait for the trial from the comfort of his own, as prosecutors are attempting to revoke his bond. So elsewhere, hip-hop continues to debate the Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty situation. They are even roping in Shiesty's father, as WAC 100 recently theorized he might snitch on his son. With Pooh's not guilty plea, though, we will see how legal strategies evolve, and other developments will be key to the trial's outcome. And I think also in this too, Gucci Mane made a diss track too. He made a diss track too. Hold on, give me a second. Let me respond to Shorty real quick. Let me see. What did he say? He say, yeah, you hear me? You right, his whole father. He's saying that his father might snitch on him. Hey, dog, listen. We saw the video. I saw the video. Did y'all see the video? Let me pull it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can find this video. Because there is no way that you finna convince me that you're not guilty. Let me see. All right, so let's look at this video right quick.
Involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Preseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
Pooh Shiesty was released from federal prison in October and was placed on home confinement.
So why are you pulling up? So first of all, you already look guilty when you got a Shiesty mask on your face. Why are you pulling up to the studio with a Shiesty mask on your face, big dog? Why are you pulling up with why? Let's look at this again. Why?
and was placed on home confinement for a previous conviction,
Shout out to you,
meaning
Cloud.
that it's
I'll read
likely
that super
he
chat
was
after this.
wearing an ankle monitor at the time of the crime. Officials say all 9 suspects will be transported here to North Texas, where they will face their crimes. Now, if convicted, each suspect can.
Man, listen, dog. I'm not going. I'm not going, bro. You ain't finna convince me that you ain't guilty, bro. But I gotta be. But again, we got video evidence. Still, if they ain't been charged yet, then if they ain't been charged yet, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta wait and see the verdict. However, it ain't looking too good. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't looking good for you. It ain't looking good for you. It ain't looking good for you on no level. That's what I'm saying. He's guilty by his namesake, right? That's a fact. I don't trust nobody who named themselves Shiesty. Why would I trust you? And let alone they kind of I mean, I know Gucci probably was looking at it from a business perspective. You know what I'm saying? And he probably was like, you know what, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit edgy. It's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna bring in a different demographic of people. Whatever the case, he probably looking out for the young YNs, like, you know what, let me get him off the street, you know what I'm saying, so he can at least put this shit in the album. They can just rap about it instead of actually being out there in the street and shit. Let's get him off the street. I see the idea behind it, but man, some people, dog, you just gotta leave them on to their own demise. You gotta leave them to their own demise, bro. That's about the dumbest shit. And then what makes it even worse, you got the dad involved in this shit too. He just as dumb, if not dumber. Bro, you got to be the dumbest. You got to be a whole clown fool to sit up here and go into somebody's studio, which, by the way, Gucci Mane, who was once a crazy motherfucker before he went to jail. Crazy. And you decided to pull up on him. The person that pays you, you decide to pull up on him. Boy, some of y'all dumb, dog. I just gotta call it. Some of y'all niggas is dumb.
That nigga crazy.
You understand me? Some of y'all niggas are just out of pocket. Some of y'all are just goddamn stone fucking crazy. And I don't get it. But that's all the information that we got right now in regards to that situation. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get an update soon. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Unless some shocking evidence come and they can't prove it, it ain't looking good for Shiesty. It ain't looking good for him. But we'll see if any more information comes up. I'll be sure to update y'all on it. All right, so make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Let's get to the super chats.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, me and you gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years? Think more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Yeah. Shout out to clowns. Clowns are easy to spot. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for the 20 ball. Listen, I know you're trying to figure this YouTube thing out. I got you. I think what it is though, clowns, I think it's a little delay on your end. So that's probably why you haven't seen me that I acknowledged your super chat. But yes, I got the super chat and I appreciate you for the 20 ball. You feel me? Appreciate you for showing love, gratitude. All right. So hold on, let me read this. Okay, let me see. All right. Ooh. All right. So next topic, let's topic. Ooh, do I want to go to that one? I don't think I want to do this one. Do y'all? Let me ask y'all. Let me ask the chat. Do y'all want to talk about this Chappelle and Michelle Obama topic, or should I just skip it? Y'all tell me. then I just go on to the next topic because I know. Because we can either talk about for the next topic, we can either talk about the Chappelle and Michelle Obama, or we could talk about mediocre tutorials and reviews, him quitting YouTube. Tree says skip. Tree says skip. Okay. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, y'all said skip. All right, say less. So we gonna skip then. We gonna skip it. So let's get into mediocre tutorials, man. MTR. So he just created a video. For those of y'all who don't know who MTR is, he is a YouTuber, been in the game for a minute, doing a lot of reactions. You know, pop the balloon, many different topics. Cultural topics, relationship, dating, things like that. And he just announced that he's quitting YouTube for a minute. He's taking a step back. Now, as to the reason why, don't know. We're gonna figure it out. And then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out. And also, what I'm gonna do. So what I want to do now, because I'm like I told y'all, I'm adding something new. I'm adding a new feature. Adding the feature to the show, to the Courtnee Edgar Show and the Banter and Barter Show. So if you guys have thoughts or opinions, I'm gonna open up the call in for y'all to come up and give y'all thoughts and opinions on the remaining topics that I have for today. All right. So just so y'all know, $10 to $25. That's, you know, since that's your entry. Of course, you got to be a subscriber in order to call in. You must be subscribed. And then you got to drop a $10 to $25 super chat, and you get 60 to 90 seconds to get your shit off and get your point off. And of course, anything above 25, you get more time to get your point off, get your point off. And of course, the more you pay, of course. So if you pay $10 and then somebody comes in and pays $20, the person who paid $20, they get skipped to the front of the line. So of course, the more you pay, you know what I'm saying, you get skipped up to the front, you get more time. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this mediocre tutorials topic, and then we'll give our thoughts and our opinions on it. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Started in the content. Shout out to my guys of the MT Army, my fellas. All right. And one love to the beautiful ladies of the MT Auras. Okay. I haven't done a video like this in a while, which is just me long form, just kind of speaking about things that are happening, things that are on my mind, and my thoughts as to the growth, the sustainability of the things that I'm doing within the channel, life updates. All right. So for those that are interested, I'll give this video that opportunity. But yeah, you're looking at the title, you're looking at the thumbnail. I'm going to take a break, baby. Okay. I don't know for how long, so just stay tuned into the channel. But I don't have any notes for this, so I wanted to just really just freestyle, just tell you guys kind of what's on my mind. And I've avoided doing videos like this for some time now, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Maybe I'll get into some of those reasons within the confines of this video, but think of this as like an update video of kind of what's going on with me. So long story short, I just need a break. I need a break. And for how long? I don't know. Okay. The last time that I took a break like this was back in 2021. For those that are more OGs up on the channel, okay, you know exactly what happened to me in 2021. I got sick, okay? I received a cancer diagnosis, and pretty much they wanted to operate on me that very next day, okay? Seeing what was going on and how aggressive that it was, they wanted to dispatch it or dispel it from my body. And I went through with that. And I took about 30 or so days off before I got back to the content. And yeah, I can't believe it. It's been 5 years now. And I've been following up on my cancer, appointments, diagnosis with my oncologist. And thankfully, thank God, everything at this current junction is fine. For those who've never been diagnosed with cancer, it's typically 5 years from the point that they determine that it's either been removed from your body or you encounter remission, that they will give full of testing in order to say that it probably will not occur again. Okay. So I am right at that 5 years mark. And I think for that, I owe myself a degree of celebration.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
But even outside of that, I've taken small breaks. Okay. I want to say like maybe the most is about 10 days. I went up on a cruise sometime last year. Right. But I haven't really fully given myself time to just go and disconnect. Okay. I remember last year I did a video during my 40th birthday. Okay. I went down to Miami, and this was like at the same time that the Rhoda Brickface Osmond case was going on. So I'm like, all right, I had all my friends and my family that was there, but I was like, yo, just give me some time in the backyard. All right, I got this nice background behind me. Let me record some content in order to update the people as to what was going on. That whole break was about a week or so. Okay. But for me to be able to take a little bit longer than a week off, and I'm not sure exactly how much, and I will be doing some traveling within this time, but in order to take more time off for myself, just so I can give more to you. Truth be told, I don't know if I've been myself since the passing of my father. Now, he passed June 6, 2023. And so we're coming up to the 3-year anniversary of the most important person within my life, his demise, his death, one of which was sudden. My father was the pinnacle of health. I'm trying to tell you, like, my dad is the type of dude, he'll get a hangnail, he'll go to the doctor. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you understand my point. But very keen on getting his physicals, his checkups. And within that, he instilled that within me, which is actually one of the reasons that I discovered my cancer back in 2021. But when my father was diagnosed, and it was like December of like 2022, if not January of 2023, from that to June, it was about 6 months. The last couple of months, I had the opportunity to be up in New York with him as he was going through the remainder of his battle. And I was in the room with him alone as he passed, and watching that whole situation take place. My father was 66 at the time, and knowing that my father, we talked about him doing more things within his life once he got over it, right? Seeing new things, traveling to new places, perhaps even going internationally, right? And my father was an old school New York dude through and through. When I tell you he was happy as can be within New York and had his plot, right? Has his house, was comfortable with the things in and around his space. That's really all that he wanted to do. And I would like to say that within my life and my degrees of travel, I actually inspired him to do more and see more within his life, which was what the plan was. But God had other things in plan for us. Nevertheless, going through that grieving process, and even at the time, I want to say it was probably a week or so that I took off, and it should have been a lot longer. But truth be told, I wanted to do something different than just cry all day. I wanted to do something different. And I thought that, doing content is something that I love to do. And at least it would take my mind off of, the grief and the anguish that I was going through and dealing with his death. And death is not something that I am very accustomed to. I grew up in a very small family. And when you grow up in small families, because there's less people around you are dying. So it was, a particularly new thing that I had to go through in the assessment of the closest relationship that I have within my life, and I guess sort of similarly, I've had friends of mine pass, within that time frame. A year before was Kevin Samuel's passing. So grief and the result of that and the inability to really know how to process that, take adequate time away and really understand who I am throughout that and what are the things that I can do to sort of rationalize something that, you know, I'm really not had a lot of practice in rationalizing, along with being in this space of content and doing it for as long as I've been doing. It's actually crazy to think like I'm considered an OG on this platform now. You understand me? I'm like a grandfather up on these platform streets.
That's true.
Right. To be doing it for 8+ years at this current junction, and, you know, doing it in a way that is receiving numbers that are way more than sustainable and still is doing incredibly for me within this period of my life has been amazing. I just haven't really had the opportunity or the space to celebrate amazing or consider amazing. And for that, I also thank you as being a part of my audience and being somebody who watches what it is that I do, comments on what it is that I do, shares on what it is that I do. And I need to be able to consider y'all, because without y'all, this is not possible. But, you know, I understand that it's a symbiotic relationship. If I'm producing shit, you ain't gonna watch shit, baby. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking some time off in order to give me additional time to, you know, reinvest into my mental, you know, well-being, in order to continue to give you guys everything that I think that my skill set and my talents and my purpose should be able to give you and will be able to give you. Now,
so right now, what I am getting is that he's not getting rid of YouTube, that he's not quitting YouTube. He's taking a step back to gather himself, you know, to kind of pour into himself, you know, to get his mental together, because he really didn't take a break after, you know, passing of his father, passing of Kevin Samuels. I think he was really close to Kevin Samuels. You know, so I think that took a toll on him. So he just really just dove into his work, right? And so didn't really have the time to take time back for himself. And that's cool. You know what I mean? I think he's in the position to do so. He's been in the game for a hot little minute. And I personally don't see anything wrong with it. I think just for me, in the way that I look at things, I think because he embarked on it so hard, the fact that he was just working, he really didn't have that time to really sit with himself. And so this is one of the things, and shout out to Anton, shout out to AD for this one too, because I kind of got that same sentiment from him. Because when you think about MTR and the shit that he puts into his content, right? When you talk about the editing of the videos, and if y'all go look at his videos, there's a lot of editing clips within that. Now it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, but I know me as a creator, right? I know me as the businessman in the aspect of it on the back end. I know how straining that shit could be. So my goal, my main thing is I want to make this process as easy as I possibly can for me. As easy as I can for me, because it's a one-man show. It's a one-man show over here. So I'm the one that's doing everything. So I don't want to put myself in a position where it's like, all right, bro, I need a fucking break. I want to make shit easy for me. And so also on top of that is putting myself in a position where I'm scaling over time. I'm not just putting everything in right now, going 125 miles an hour, 125 to the point where I gas out too early. I'm pacing. I'm still getting work done. It's kind of like the stock market, right? When you have a good company, when the company is not volatile, but you see a company that they are progressing upward, right? So you see this coming across. You don't see this. You don't see a downward trend, right? You see an upward trend. You're going, gradually going up. You're gradually going up. So you're scaling over time. So yeah, if you're looking at it from a 1 day span, 1 to 2 day span, like damn, bro, like shit really ain't popping off. But then when you take a step back and you look at the broad aspect of everything, it's like, oh shit, you actually building, you're actually growing, you're trending upwards. When you look at it from a broader scale. So in this aspect right here, you know what I mean? I get it. You know, he's doing a lot. Now, of course, he's gained massive success doing it, but you know, at what cost though? After his own mental. his own mental capacity, right? So I get it, but I don't think that he's done with YouTube. I think he's just taking a step back for a minute, you know, just taking a step back to breathe, gather himself, and then so he can get back into it. So
it's not to say that you guys will be post free this entire time. All right. In case you haven't noticed, I got another string of platforms that I am uploading content to. Shout out to my Facebook, shout out to my Instagram, shout out to my TikTok. Links to all of this are going to be down in the description box down below. So shout out to all of those different platforms. And, you know, I might be posting things from the various places that I'll be. So make sure you guys are followed to those platforms in case that you are interested. And also, I will bring my my vlogging camera with me. So it's not to say this will be the very last time before this break, before giving you guys just like a little bit of content. Maybe I even, you know, give you guys content from exactly where I'm at. I'm not sure yet. Okay. I don't want to try to constrict or force myself to do something that my body is telling me not to do. So I'm going to go with the flow, which is healing for me because I'm not a go with the flow type of a person. I'm a calculated decision maker. Okay. Now, being a calculated decision maker is fantastic for starting off a business, being an entrepreneur, even growth within your life or your career, right? It's great for that, but it's not great for just chilling, right? It's not great for just going with the flow, seeing what happens, right? And making the best off of a opportunity. Now, with all of this being said, I also have a announcement. One of the questions that I get far too often on this platform is, hey, can you teach me how to do what it is that you are doing? Okay. I see the studio, I see the camera, I see the editing style, right? Like, what's the software? What's the hardware? What's the program? What's the methodology, right? How much money do you make, right? How are you utilizing AI? What is your methodology for success? And I will tell you guys, I will share with you for the past several years, month in and month out, I generate somewhere between $50,000 to $100,000 every single month, depending upon how much it is that I want to work. And I will tell you.
What? Let me rewind that back.
Every single month, depending upon how much it is that I want to work, somewhere between, for the past several years, month in and month out, I generate somewhere between $50,000 to $100,000 every single month, depending upon how much it is that I want to work. And I will tell you, and especially with
that boy is good. $50,000 to $100,000 a month. YouTube content creation. $50,000 to $100,000.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCount.
Fam.
Sensational.
When I tell you there's so much money in YouTube that is egregious. Bro, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. And here's the thing. When I do, there's going to be, I'm telling you, you're going to see signs. That's all I'm going to say. There will be signs. That's crazy, dog. You making somebody's salary on a monthly basis by creating content. And people are calling you, oh, you just a YouTuber. Yes, you're 110% right. Yes, I am. Let me tell you what else a content creator is. If you want to listen, let me give y'all some insight real quick, because y'all think that just content, y'all think that it's just turn the camera on and then not automatically you're just a content creator. There's so much that goes on. Now watch this. Let me show you something. Let me give y'all some quick insight real quick. Where's it at? All right, so as a content creator, right? As a content creator, as a YouTuber, Here's how, these are the terms that if you wanted to take this shit corporate, excuse me, this is what these corporate jobs would be. Brand strategist, community manager, creator partnerships, marketing operations, podcast media production, corporate communications, audience growth strategist, talent partnerships, live content producer, public facing brand personality, leadership development, right? Learning and development, training specialist, program manager, community engagement, employer branding, internal communications, operations leadership, recruiting marketing, social media brand partnerships, transportation communications, employee engagement, process improvement, change management. So all the things that you're doing when you're creating content on YouTube, all the things that you have to do on the back end, you are building the skills that can be transferable into the corporate world. So it ain't just cutting on the camera and just talking. There's more that comes with it. So when you look at somebody who makes $50,000 to $100,000 a month, you think somebody feel bad when they say, listen, bro, you just a YouTuber. You damn right I'm just a YouTuber. Do you understand, nigga, $50,000 a month to $100,000 a month? Just to turn on the camera and react to a conversation or react to somebody's content and giving your perspective from your viewpoint, regardless of the angle that you're looking at it from. I always give it from my perspective, the ENG perspective, which is the earn not given perspective. I always give it from that point of view. Anton Davis gives it from a C student's perspective, business perspective, right? Earn not given community is my personal take, as well as the viewpoint that I look at it from, which entails business, my military background, my sport background, as well as my corporate background, as well, and the way that I was raised with a two-parent household. So I bring all of that into perspective, and I give it from my angle and my perspective. You know, with a little bit of entertainment, with a little raunchiness that comes with it. And I ain't even scratched the surface yet. $50,000 to $100,000 goddamn month. That's crazy.
New waves of AI. I have simplified my process down to about 3 to 4 hours per day. I never thought when I started this that this avenue of revenue generation would bring me here, but it absolutely has. I am an average student. Okay. I'm like a B, maybe even B+ student on average. Right. And I've come from the business world within corporate America. Okay. And I have transitioned that to where I make far more money and I do content from the confines of my office each and every day in a way which provides me a maximum amount of revenue while also appealing to the amount of peace or self-direction that I want within my life. So now I have spent the last several months creating a curriculum that teaches you all of that. Now that curriculum, I am branding that as viral to value. Okay. Now there's going to be a link down in the description.
So at that point that people said you just a YouTuber, fuck them, tell them you making more money than they are. People, so no, it's just, you know, some people they have to use that. Here's the thing though, clown. Some people they just use that as a so-called attack, but it's really not an attack because a lot of them they can't do it. They don't know how to do it. So therefore they think it's a hurtful thing. That shit just a brush off the shoulders. Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I am a YouTuber. What's your point? But I think they look at it as, oh, there's no real skill behind it. Yes, it takes skill to be a YouTuber. It takes skill. It takes consistency. It takes learning and perfecting the craft. It takes getting better, figuring out the flaws and implementing new things into, and also being able to be flexible and being adaptable to the things that may be forever changing, right? Some people don't even know how to use AI. Some people don't even know how to use AI. You know what I'm saying? In order to help them improve their YouTube channel. But hey, it's neither here nor there.
To viraltovalue.com. Guys, click down there, go up there. I might have a video that's going to go into far more explanation than I have time within this video to go over. But I put all of my thoughts, my teachings into this transformational piece of content for you guys. If you want to invest in yourself, to be able to absorb so that you can copy exactly what I do, everything, including the team that I have behind me that's supporting what I do every single day to allow for these 3 to 4 hours of working. Okay. I've put it all within this curriculum for you to be able to invest into yourself should you want to do what it is that I do. But anyway, a lot more information about this on the website. So guys, make sure you go up in there to see what's up. But anyway, I wanted to end off this video not only with an update, but also, again, to just say thank you. Okay. Thank you for the love, for the support, for the respect, for the shares, for continuing to support independent media that helps you, that provides solutions, that translates everything that's going on in this wild ass world. And you know that you have a centralized location of accountability, critical thinking, and things that make sense. All right. But for now, I bid you guys adieu temporarily.
Well, I mean, shout out to him at the end of the day. Shout out to MTR, bro. Like I said, I don't think that he's going anywhere. He's just taking a quick little break to gather himself, get himself together. So, I mean, that's cool. I don't see nothing wrong with it. We'll still making more videos eventually. You know what I'm saying? The people that's rocking with him, they're gonna continue to keep rocking with him. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with him. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yeah. I like it. So let's keep this train moving. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, YouTube is the way to go. It's hard. It's hard. YouTube is hard, especially when you first start out and you realize ain't nobody watching you. When you realize you just talking to yourself. Mind you, again, I've gotten better, but guess what? I ain't even close to where I want to be. I'm not close. And I understand that though. So that's not a, oh my God, I wish I was there. No, I understand that it's a journey to get seen. We had this conversation on Bad Turn Barter the other day, man. We were talking about preparation versus luck, right? And shout out to my dog Marcus, man. Shout out to my dog Marcus. But we were having this conversation about luck and preparation. And for those of y'all who didn't know, you know, and for those of y'all who know who Chaotic Truth is, he pulled up to the channel. He pulled up to the panel, and shout out to him for pulling up. That would not have happened if I'm not putting in the work, if I'm not putting in the consistent effort, if I'm not bringing quality content. Quality content doesn't always mean you got to have the best camera, you got to have the best microphone. Is it transformative? Is it entertaining? When people come over, is it like, oh shit, I want to hear what Courtney got to say, or I want to hear I want to see what he's talking about. There are many people who have worse quality and they getting all kind of engagement, making all kind of money. And I think if you can master YouTube, you can master any other platform. If you can master YouTube, you can master any other platform. That's why when you see TikTokers and shit, they come over here and try to create a whole channel. It's hard for them to do that. It's hard for them to transition from a TikTok space to a YouTube space. It's different over here. It's a different beast over here. But if you know how to do it, and you know how to, and you understand that it's more than just the content in itself. It's about the back office and how you're building and how you're strategically building your channel. You can do numbers over here. It's gonna take time. You ain't gonna blow up overnight. And a lot of times you don't even know what video gonna blow up. If you do live streams, you don't know what live stream gonna blow up. You don't know who's gonna clip your shit. You don't know what video that you do clip is gonna go crazy. You don't know. You just gotta continue to keep showing up, continue to keep building, continue to keep growing, dog. That's what this preparation meets opportunity. The more prepared you are, the wider, the closer you're gonna get to that opportunity. And when that opportunity open up, you already gonna be ready for it. You ain't gotta get ready for it because you've already been preparing for this shit for so long already. So when the opportunity opens up, it's just a regular day for you. It's like, oh shit, man, I've been doing this. Man. This ain't nothing new to me. So yeah, bro, if you trying to get into content creation, definitely the way to go. And I still think that YouTube is in its infancy, as well as people who doing podcasts and doing live streams and shit. This shit's still in the infancy, bro. It's still in its infancy. So it may seem as it's saturated right now. There's a lot of people who are barely even on YouTube. There's still a whole lot of people that aren't even on YouTube. And mind you, it's so big that there are niches that you never even heard of before. And they doing numbers. You like, bro, these niggas doing numbers over here? I'm telling you, it's crazy, dog. YouTube is a huge space. YouTube is a huge space. So yeah, let me read this real quick. Just start being a content creator on YouTube, like, you know, I don't mean a little bit before. Hold on, give me a second. So let's go to this next channel. Let's go to this next topic real quick. All right. So do y'all know who courtside Les is? Y'all know who courtside Les is? No, before we get there, let's go to this one. Before we get there, let's go to this topic. There was this video that I saw on X about this woman. She's saying that men are clapping back at women, and she's saying that they're making valid points. So I want to watch this video, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on it. And again, y'all see what's going on at the top of the screen here. If you want to give your thoughts on this too, you already know what to do. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out with this topic here.
Please keep that same energy. The men have a rebuttal. I have a video that is going viral right now where I addressed the rebuttal that men have to women asking for consistency. And they say, I'm not going to text all day, every day. And I said, nobody's asking for that. No one's asking for all day, every day. We're just asking for consistency. Don't start up with an energy that you can't keep up with. Now, this is where the men are clapping back. And I will say they have consistently said this for the 10 plus years I have been interviewing men and trying to understand the psychology of men. Men do not mind pursuing. Okay. So ladies, keep the same energy in the comments as the other video. Okay. I'm about to break this down, fellas. I told you I would. Men don't mind pursuing. Men do not mind taking the lead. Men do not mind initiating. What men don't want to do is have a one-sided situation. They are not looking for the woman to pursue him back, but what they are looking for is a feminine level of reciprocity. She's not jumping into the driver's seat and taking over the steering wheel, but she is participating from the passenger side of the proverbial car. Okay. What does this mean? She's giving him choosing signals. She is signaling to him, you are barking up the right tree. No man who actually values himself, who has any self-respect, is going to incessantly pursue a woman who is not giving him choosing signals in return. He is going to back off, see if she comes forward, or he's going to leave her alone completely. This is different than playing games, okay? Playing games is, I like you, but I'm not going to reach out. This is actually a good sign that a man has a healthy sense of self-respect and that he's securely trying to attach. The best thing that you could do if a man is giving you attention and you're interested in him is to stay in your feminine, but let him know that his efforts are desired, his energy is wanted, his interest is something that you like to have continue. Fellas, let him know in the comments if I've hit the nail on the head.
Listen, she couldn't have worded, she couldn't have said it better. This is that, let me, without talking about the extreme side of the red pill community, right? The red pill. The origin of the red pill is what men are talking about. This is where the phrase comes in: go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. So when men, this isn't men saying, okay, well, shorty, I'm not going to continue to keep giving you my time, money, and energy if you aren't reciprocating that same energy. So when we ask you, what is it that you're bringing to the table? You want me to bring you got a laundry list of shit you want me to bring. You got a laundry list of shit you want me to bring to the table. But yet, you're still not bringing, but what you're not doing, you're not reciprocating the same energy that you're telling me that I need to bring to you. So you said what's the link trees? In a minute. Remember, y'all gotta drop a super chat too, man, to come up. Gotta drop a super. But I'll post the link up in a second. Hold on, let me pull it up. There you go. Oh, to the video? I got you. I'll put that in. I'll put that in the chat too. Give me a second. My bad, Trees. I thought you were talking about the thought you had a point to make. I was about to say she. Here you go. Here's that link. Boom. But yeah, in regards to what she's saying though, she hitting the nail on the head. That's all men have been saying this entire time. But women take it as, a lot of these women are taking it as, oh, if you want to just be feminine, just say that. No, that's not. If you want to be a woman, just say that. That's not what men are saying. We're just saying, listen, bro, we got a voice. We got a voice too. And all the shit that y'all talking about, how men ain't doing this, men is this, men is that. Okay, we're telling you, listen, this is what we want from you. This is what we want from you. You want us to be the leader. You want us to be the provider. You want us to be the protector. You want us to be 6'5". You want us to be strong, physical, got the 6-pack abs. You want us to have the dope job, making 6 figures plus or $1 million now, because everybody they done scaled up that number now to $1 million now at minimum. He needs to be loyal. He can't be talking to other bitches. He got to only talk to her. He need to be the one that's always pursuing her all the time, taking her on dates, doing all this extravagant shit. But as soon as we say, what is it that how are you reciprocating that energy? All we get is, well, I'm loyal, I cook and I clean. What? For that type of man, he can pay for a person to clean. He can pay for a woman to cook and clean. Cook and clean. So what else of value are you adding? How are you reciprocating this energy? And so I had this conversation a long time ago. Shout out to Ashley, right? Ashley, who was on once on the Banter and Barter show. I had this conversation with her. I said, listen, so I'm like, so let me ask you a question. So say we go out on a date. When I'm the person, first of all, you got a job, I got a job, right? I pursue you in said scenario. We in the mall, I see you, I'm like, oh, she fine as fuck. Let me go holler at her, right? I get the number, I introduce myself, I talk to you, you know, I say something pretty normal. I get your number, right? So then I'm continuing to pursue you, right? I hit you up and say, hey, I want to take you out. Boom, take you out. Now, mind you, I'm going to get a haircut. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna get a new fit. Make sure the car clean, make sure the car straight, smelling good. Whatever the case may be, I'm coming to pick you up. Then I'm gonna take you to this restaurant, take you to this nice ass spot. You know what I mean? So you really ain't lifting the finger yet. Boom, I'm getting out the car, I'm opening the door for you. We get to the restaurant, I'm opening the door for you again, opening the door for you, doing everything. I'm taking care of the bill, I'm taking care of the tip, telling you that you can order whatever it is that you want. All of this. So what value, what equal value are you adding to any of this? What is it that you're doing? And her answer was, my time. I said, what? Your time? What do you mean your time? I'm spending my time too. This ain't just your time, it's my time as well. I took time to do all of this, to spend the time with you, and you telling me the equal value here is your time. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Like, no. What is something tangible? What is something tangible and measurable? Because again, this isn't a tally. This isn't a competition. But what is it that's tangible that you are reciprocating to me, that I've already reciprocated, I'm over here doing already? Because if we had to measure it, I'm like years ahead of you right now. So what we doing? What value are you adding to me right now? Because all you see me as, you just looking like a dependent at this point. If you ain't adding no value, it's like a kid. You ain't adding no value to me. You're just a kid. You're just a child that I'm taking care of. That's what it sounds like. A good attitude, Bullshit says, a good attitude, a smile, and gratitude are a good start. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, she did say it very well. Facts. She said, I agree with her 100%. And I think a lot of women think men are not interested when they do this, but the women don't realize is that you have to give the same thing back. Yep, I agree. I 1000% agree. And this is what the red pill was telling me. And listen, take your power back as a man. You don't need to take the bullshit. If she's not reciprocating the same energy, if she isn't showing you choosing signals, if she's acting like she's not interested, don't continue to keep trying to chase her. Move the fuck on. Have some dignity about yourself and go and find somebody else. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Move on. Move on. Because she ain't interested in you. But some of y'all continue to keep trying to chase that same chick because you so determined. You don't know how to accept defeat. Like, bruh, she don't want you, dog. Move on, dog. Just move on. There's plenty of other women out here that probably look better than her. That probably gonna rock out with you. Move on. Go to another shorty. And she gonna show you all the love. And they go the same thing for women. Ladies, y'all do the same shit too. Y'all be trying to chase and make this build-a-bear nigga who ain't giving you no fucking time, no time and attention. He just busting you down and leaving you at the front door. Ain't showing you no type of loving, but y'all still trying to chase him because you think that you can change his fucking life. No, shorty, go where you're celebrating, not where you're tolerating. You want the ain't shit nigga, the one that barely call you. You going crazy, you crying and sobbing and about to kill yourself over that dude who never paid you any attention in the first fucking place, who dogged you the fuck out. But yet, the dude who's really taking care of you, the one who's really showing love, that he's showing you everything. He remember everything about you. Everything that you said, he remember everything about you. Like he real deal fucking with you. And you ain't paying him no goddamn mind. And you say he thirsty. Oh, you doing too much. What you mean you doing too much? He's showing, nigga, he's giving you choosing signals that he wants you. That's the one that's gonna be loyal to you. That's the one who's gonna drop everything for you. He gonna make sure that he give you the moon and the fucking stars together. But you don't want them. And then guess what? Sarah, that same one that you rejected. Now Sarah's getting all the love. Listen, she a stay-at-home mom. She got 3 kids. They live in this nice big ass house sitting on about 2 acres of land. John got a dope ass job. He making $500K a year. He doing good. Now he's about to start his own entrepreneurial career. He's doing a phenomenal job. He living great. And guess what? Sarah, a white girl. Now you over there looking at him. See, look, they're going to see these white women taking all our men. Nah, you had an opportunity. He wanted you. But you told him he wasn't cool enough. You told him he was alert. You told him he was a nerd. You told him he was a lame. He was like, all right. And so he finally got some dignity. And of course, you heard him. You broke him down You broke him down. He felt some type of way. About this. Like, my own skin, my own race don't even want me. I bet. Sarah saw him. She saw that potential in him. And she gave him all the love. All of it. Treated him like the king that he is. Now he happier than fucking ever. And you over here miserable. 2 baby daddies. Where you could have just been married and living a soft life with John. But now you over this bitch with Tamarcus. Yep. And Tamarcus putting your head through the wash and dry. Call me crazy. Well, let somebody else say, well, oh, you must be hurt. No, it ain't me I'm talking about. I never had that problem. But I'm telling you the situation. Every man has gone through a situation where there was a shorty who missed out on you. Every shorty has. Every guy has gone through that situation where there was a shorty who probably went the opposite direction when she could have had you. But it's like, damn, I'm glad I dodged that fucking bullet. Every man has gone through that. And every woman has missed that opportunity with that guy. And it's like, damn, that's that one that got away. Yup. Now you gotta sit in it. Yup, you sure did. You missed that opportunity. That opportunity is long gone. Now you over that bitch, 5 baby daddies, struggling, while he over there living the best life. Shorty topping him off every morning. He making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, living good. Welcome to the good life. They got them 10-foot ceilings. You hear me? 10-foot ceilings. Then you ask the questions about your expectations. You are being sassy. That's what I'm saying. You ask questions about, okay, so you know what I'm saying? I got standards. What you mean? Tell me you sassy. If you like me and just say that, bitch, what you talking about? I got standards as a man, so I can't have standards now. I can't have tolerables and non-tolerables. Yeah, right. You better get out of my face. You ain't finna shame me into having standards and having dignity about myself and having high expectations for the person that I'm bringing into my world. Because I ain't entering your world, you entering mine. Bugging. If the man is giving all of this and all the woman is telling you is she is giving her time to the man, well, that's telling the man right there that you're not the one straight up 100% both sides. That's facts. That's facts. That is 100% fact. But hey, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure y'all hit the bell notification, dog. Shout out to her. She was cooking. Lord.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Okay. Speaking of standards, right? That's good. Let's get into this courtside list. Let's talk about courtside list right quick. I don't know if y'all know who she is. She's also a YouTuber as well. She's starting to make some noise in the space. She's this Russian woman. She's this Russian woman who's tall as shit. She got her own podcast. It's called Talk Less Show. No, Let's Talk Show. Talk Less Show. Talk Less Show. It's Talk Less Show. She was just on The Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Azar, and they were having a conversation. So I'm gonna play two different videos. One in regards to, you know, it kind of aligns with the topic that we just talked about. And then there's another topic that's kind of on the opposite side in regards to we're gonna be shifting gears into so it's two different topics, but the same person, right? So we're gonna get into it, and then I'll give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right, so let's rock out.
I didn't move to this country to just be, you know, with a person who is a regular person who makes, you know, regular. But I'm sorry, it's like, why would I stay here if I, you know, I can be with my family in Russia, living that life? Why do I need to be here? For what? Like, if I moved here, then there has to be a reason. You know, if I moved here, I need to build a much better life than I could have had there. And I'm already doing those things. But that's another thing that, like, what's the point of living here then? I'm not out here to be on Social Security for what?
So you associate status with like a successful life?
I think it's more than
status is famous.
It's
status is
it's
famous.
not just famous, but it's also
you have
respected.
to have a million followers minimum to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be black, and you got to be over 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
That's her standard. That's what we call it. That's her standard. That's her standard.
That is my standard. And and that's the thing. If people have a problem with that, that's your problem.
That's your problem.
I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
I am dating those people.
Okay, so after listening to this, because I heard this before, I watched this video. My honest response to this is, I don't think she's wrong. I don't. Because it kind of aligns with the topic that I was talking about before, right? If you got standards, if you put yourself in a position to get the things that you want, right? If you're doing the work, and I'm not gonna lie, she be putting in work. She be putting in work. And so if that's the type of man that she wants, a man who has status, because that's where she's at. That's the kind of people that she's around. And she has those kind of standards. Listen, and she can get that. I have no issue. I have no issue with it. I know there are a lot of men say, "Oh, see, that's what's wrong with these women now, because everybody think they deserve." That ain't that. She got her standards. We're not talking about what she deserves, what she don't deserve. That's her standard. That's what she want. If she can get it, have at it. You know, that means she want a guy that has some status. You know what I'm saying? The 6'3" black dude, because I think that she likes black dudes, right? She don't think she like any other race. She rocks with black dudes. And of course, they gotta be tall, because I think Shorty like 6'8". She tall as shit. So rightfully so, she want a tall guy that has status. 9 times out of 10 is probably gonna be a basketball player. 9 times out of 10, not too many guys who's 6'8" that ain't playing basketball or some sort of sport that's big as shit. So that's cool. That's her status. That's what she's around. That's her expectation. So I don't see it as being unrealistic in regards to the space that she's in. The space with the Cam Newtons, you know, these superstars and these celebrities, and she's interviewing a lot of these different guys. She's on the show with Paul Pierce, who's also a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. I understand that. I don't see anything wrong with her having the standards that she has. I just think when there's a time where there are a lot of women who have these sort of standards, but they aren't living or doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? You got women who have 4 baby daddies. They don't have a good job. They live in the bum life. They live in the Section 8, but yet they're talking about they want a 6-figure man. They want this 6-figure man, a man of God, this man who has all this status. I think that's the difference between the two. I don't think she have any kids. It's just her. She's the one working. She making moves. She making big moves. So she's moving up the totem pole. So I think that's where the confusion comes in. So I don't see anything wrong with it. If I'm being 110% honest, I don't see anything wrong. I know some people gonna be like, nah, nigga, you crazy as fuck. Nah, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong. Real talk, I don't. I don't see nothing wrong. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, dog.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
All right, so now, let me switch gears. Because this one is the same video. Well, it's the same podcast, same person, but it's a different topic though. And I wanted to address this because now we're switching gears heavy now. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and I'm gonna give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right, so let's rock out.
Question.
Good.
Do you think being a white woman has given you more opportunities in this space than maybe like a black woman would have?
I hate when people call me white, and I've said that before. I'm not white. I'm an immigrant. I was born and raised in Russia.
But
yeah,
you look.
I
You're
understand.
blonde, blue eyes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Do you think that you were able to have more opportunities presented to you because of that?
I don't think so, because I work for everything that I have. You know, it's not like I just show up and I'm looking pretty. Like you still, you can walk in the room, but who is gonna?
Hold on, let me see. Let me read this out. Okay, but my thing is, hold on, I'll read that after this topic.
Keep you in the room. They can kick you out of the room like this, just because you're a girl, or they're gonna try to have sex with you. It's 2 options. I only know my experience.
Yeah.
So I can tell you how hard it is for me because I have my things that I have to deal with, like I'm an immigrant. I haven't seen my family in 10 years. Nobody knows about that.
Yeah.
Like every day I have to, if everything fails right now, I got no home to go to.
Yeah, I get that. I think that there has to be acknowledgement though for how much harder it is for Black women to be in these spaces. And I say that because Black women are the most disrespected, and we are women that don't get the same, credit that a lot of other races get. So I think it's remiss to brush that off. It's not, we don't have the luxury to say, I don't look at it as black and white. What? We don't have the
hell no.
luxury to say that. Me as someone who is a mixed woman and been working really hard to be in this space, I had to bust my ass for years just to be where I am. And I think that, I look at people like Bobby Atloff and these people that are this white woman and call her the Alex Cooper and call her that, not to say or take away credit from the work that you guys have put in. I believe that you work very hard. I know you came from and all of that, but I'm saying to say, like, even with the same hard work that you're doing, I could be doing 3 times harder that just to get the same results you're getting, if that makes sense. So that's something that I really think that we need to acknowledge and be honest about. And I feel like there's a lot of people that they will come on people who are Russian, white, whatever, not Black, and support them, especially like Black people, and not support our own people as much. And I've noticed that, and that's something that I just want to acknowledge. And that doesn't take away from how hard I believe you work. I can tell you are a hustler. You're about your business. You do your thing, but we have to leave a safe space for acknowledgement.
That's such a backhanded compliment, man, dog. I hate. First of all, let me be clear about this shit right here. I hate when people do this shit. I hate it. I hate when Black people do this stupid shit, bro. First of all, let's be clear. There are a lot of black women who are successful in the YouTube space. I want to be clear about that. There are a lot of black women who are successful in any sport, in sports, and fucking in acting, YouTube, whatever. There are some successful black women. Now, just because you're a black woman, that doesn't automatically mean that you're going to be successful. There are things that come with it, right? Azar, you probably are more successful because you are an attractive woman. And mind you, you ain't even fully black, you mixed. So let's not try to play that game. But you're an attractive woman, so therefore you're going to get a little bit more visibility. But we also need to get past this aspect of who's better at doing the shit. Are you a better creator than most black women? Is the shorty that you met, the 8 Loft chick, is she a better creator? Does she understand the psychology of how to gain more followers, how to gain more access, how to get more value? Do they understand the back end of the shit? Y'all just look at it from a black-white perspective. Y'all don't take everything into account. So no, she don't have to acknowledge shit. She don't have to acknowledge the fact that you work hard. She don't have to. She's an immigrant. She focuses on she's a Russian. She's an immigrant. She's a foreigner coming over here making moves. What's your excuse? And I'm not talking about Azar. I'm just talking about the black person, the black woman. Are they the most disrespected, or is it the ones that's out here doing egregious shit are the ones that's being disrespected? Because a black woman that has standards, a black woman who knows how to present herself properly in the public, she ain't getting disrespected. That's fucking cap. No, she's not. She demands that respect when she walks through the room. And that demand isn't, and her demanding the respect is not her being loud, boisterous. It's not a Leslie Jones type. She's not that. That doesn't mean that you're demanding respect. You're just talking loud and strong. That don't mean you demanding the respect. You demand the respect by how you present yourself to the world. You present yourself with self. If you self-respect yourself and you present yourself that way, guess what? People are going to look at you that way and they're going to approach you a certain way. If you walk around this bitch looking like a hoe or whatever the case may be, people are going to address you as such. So that's cap. Your success ain't got shit to do with your race. Everything to do with the work and the effort that you put in. Now, am I going to be naive and sit here and say, well, I mean, there are situations where there are white women and black women, whatever the case may be. But I don't think that's always the case because we always use that as a crutch. There's even situations where, shit, if a shorty look a little bit prettier, you know what I'm saying, she might have a little bit more opportunity if she's a bit more attractive versus this shorty over here. That's also true. Well, this shorty here is a bit more in shape, but this other one, she kind of fat. Nah, I'll take the shorty that's a little bit more in shape. She may not be as cute, but she a little bit more in shape, so we'd rather take that. She's more visibly appealing versus this one over here. Yes, that's understood, but you still got to do the work. You still have to do the work. You still have to bring quality. You still have to bring value at the end of the day, regardless of how good you look, regardless of what's your fitness, whether you're fat, out of shape, whatever the case, you still have to bring value. You still have to bring the numbers. You still have to bring the money. If you ain't making no money, it don't fucking matter. So when you break it down to the nuts and bolts, it don't matter about black, white, foreigner, orange, green, color, purple. The only thing that fucking matter is that green. That's all that matters. Okay, are you bringing in the green? You are, bet. You bringing us value, so therefore we're going to keep you on. We're going to continue to keep pouring into you. Simple. And I hate that we do that shit. And then she tried to use the whole, well, you think that is difficult because, you know, you're a white woman. No, bitch, she's a foreigner. And I'm glad. And here's the thing. I'm glad that she challenged her on that. She's like, I'm not white. I'm a foreigner. I'm happy as hell that she challenged her on that. And here's the thing. And again, Azar, listen. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking the point. But I gotta say this. it's always the mixed ones, dog. It's like they're fighting with their own identity. Oh, I gotta prove that I gotta prove that a part of me is the black side, so I gotta fight so hard. No, you don't. Like, yes, you have black, you got some black in you, cool. You don't gotta overdo it. I promise you don't. I promise you ain't gotta overdo it, dog. You ain't gotta overdo that. I hate when they do that. I hate when people do that. I really do. It bugs the shit out of me. It bugs the shit out of me. Why? I don't know. It just bugs the shit out of me when people do that. Right. You just overcompensating. Like, I don't need you to do all of that, man. Just chill. Like, relax. You don't got to do all that, man. We get it. You have black. We got it. Nobody was even questioning that in the first fucking place. Don't matter. Like, just exist, bro. Just do what you do. Cause you got a leg up on some other people too. Cause you're mixed, you're attractive, so most people gonna automatically look at you. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So yeah, but that's what I think about it. And shout out to Courtnee. She out here doing big things. She out here making moves. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Shout out to Azar. You know, with their content. Azar has came a long way because she was on another podcast before, so she has upgraded, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? Which in itself shows how successful she's becoming more and more successful in itself. So I don't think it's necessarily the fact that she had to work 10 times harder than the next person. I don't think that's the case. But she has upgraded. So shout out to her too. So, but yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yeah. All right. So let me read the comments real quick because I know I wanted to go back to what Clown said. Okay, but my thing is, I get what she is saying, but there are men out there that are her type that are bring in the same money and looks, but they don't want to be famous, so she's not interested. They don't. Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean her standard is her standard though. If she don't waver, if she's not gonna waver on it, it's kind of like this. Look at it like this, Clown. It's kind of like the guy who has everything, right? He got the look, he got the size, he got the height, he got the money, he got the fame, he got the visibility, he got the pick of the litter, so he get to choose what he wants. And he doesn't have to settle for nothing. He got the pick of the litter. So even though he can say, well, look, I got the pick of litter of the women. I want this woman, she need to be this tall, I don't want her bigger than 120 pounds. She need to be 5'5", no taller, no shorter. She need 5'5", 120 pounds. She need to be working in XYZ industry. She don't need to be a stripper. I need her working in corporate America. She don't need no social media. Like, he can have a whole laundry list full of it, and he won't waver from that standard. But we can also use the same, well, dang, bro, like there's a shorty that's 5'3", and she in the same industry, but you don't want her? Nah, I said what I wanted. I mean, it is what it is. Can't really take that from them. That's what they want. But this is my problem with her. She has her status and all, but she clearly just said she has dated all these men with these status. So why has she not been wifed up yet? Something might be off. I think what it is, she gives opportunities. I think that's what it is. I think she's one of those women. She will give you an opportunity from what it seems like. I don't think that she just knocks off everybody. She gives them a chance. Like, okay, from the face card perspective, cool, you look good. I'll give you an opportunity, and then we just kind of see where it goes from there. So I think she's one of those types. She'll give you an opportunity. I agree with some stuff she said, but like I said, not all of it. I get you. She's so bitter. Oh, but to be honest, my sister-in-law is black, and she doesn't think like this as a black woman. I'm not trying to be rude, but my thing is race has to stop. No, I agree. I agree with you. Being involved in a relationship, why Why are black women so mad about white women being attracted to black men and date black men? Because it's not just white women attracted to black men. Because, hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. Black men, a lot of women, all races of women are attracted to black men. Whether they say, oh, they just fetishize you, don't matter. They're attracted. They're attracted to you. It is what it is. Whether it's they want you to break their back, you know what I'm saying, break the headboard with them, it don't matter. Still attracted to you. Brother is only attracted to black women, and I have a black sister-in-law, but she's a good woman. She has built her empire on her own, and so has he, and none of it is about race. I think everyone needs to. Yeah, everybody stop bringing race to, I believe. The most women will say you are body shaming. Yep, probably, yep, more so than anything. More so than anything. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to this last topic of tonight. I want to get into some ratchet shit right now. Listen. Viewers discretion advised. It's finna get ratchet. So y'all get ready. Y'all really got, listen. Because I gotta endure this, I'm gonna make y'all endure this too. But y'all also make sure y'all run up the super chat too. All right. And like I said, if you got a thought or a point that you want to make in regards to this topic that I'm about to bring up, you already know what to do. The instructions are up here, going across the screen here. It tells you exactly what to do. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Do you not understand, Rosie, that we are in warfare? You out of your league playing with me. Bounce pass back to you, Rosie.
I understand the whole white supremacy part. Like, although I'm mixed, I do understand a Black woman's plight because I consider myself to be a Black woman. So while you say that you're with all this Black woman supremacy, like, I feel you to a degree on that. I just don't agree that we have to use ferociousness and anger towards our own people, our own men. You called me a dick rider. I don't feel like men in our community deserve that from us. I think a woman can be soft and still be firm. You know, you don't have to be a pushover, but you don't have to be, knocking him upside his head. So I just, you should have confidence. You should definitely be powerful, but you should not go head to head with the men in your community. That's where I don't agree with you on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know something, Rosie. When the men in the community is lazy, it's been 100 years since they've done anything productive, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of building something.
100 years?
Rosie. It's been about 100 years. You are not going to be able to find anything worth in terms of building and organizing and doing it. You're not going to be able to find the Black man doing jack shit, but he stay on these YouTube streets dogging out the Black woman. And if you really understood who you are, and if you really understood it, you would not be on your channel talking about misandry, the hate of men. You would be on your channel empowering women. You have no clue what the masculine energy have done to you. But today, I'm going to enlighten you, Rosie, because you're not ready for this.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anytime you get a woman, you are a full woman. And on your channel, you could be empowering young Black girls. You can be empowering women, but you are choosing to deal with the hate of men. That means, like I said, Exhibit A, you are nothing but a rider. And it's not going to work out for you.
A grown ass goofy. Remember, I just told you, you that old gang.
Talk about misandry, I'm usually talking about women that are unable to hold themselves accountable for the shit that they do. Because because a man might do things wrong doesn't absolve you from the shit that you do wrong. So in some instances, I think that I'm totally appropriate for calling it out when I see it in women. I mean, period. Women can be hateful. Can they not? They can act like bulldogs. You don't think that they can be hateful? You don't think that they can be ferocious unnecessarily? You don't think that they need to be held accountable when they do the stuff that's wrong that they do? Like, let's just take, for example, the lady that just tried to sue Cardi B's boyfriend. Clearly, she was lying, and there were other Black women that held her accountable. You don't think she deserved to be held accountable in the court of law? I do.
Well, what I think, let me tell you what I think, Rosie. I think that I'm going to send you an application. And you need to fill it out, and I may authorize you to join the Divine Feminine. That I think that you are out of line as a woman.
By the way.
Give me a minute.
You don't think that some women do need to be held accountable for the stuff that they do wrong to men? Like, I understand you think that men haven't done shit for 100 years, but women are right along with men, right next to them, riding or not, doing some foul shit. You don't think they need to be called out for that?
First thing is, I'm telling you, don't play with me. Everybody needs to be accountable. So when women do stuff that they shouldn't do, they should be accountable. When men do things that they shouldn't do, Rosie, they should be accountable. The problem is that you as a woman is on the man's side dealing with misandry. Instead of dealing with misogyny,
not always.
You
I just held
on the man's
Offset
side
accountable
because you are riding. For some reason, instead of you studying the history of what happened to women, you are on your channel. And let me see. I got. If anybody can see, this is misandry with Jada Pinkett.
Clearly misandrist. She's clearly.
Then you got misandry with another Black woman, and then you got misandry here again. And you
she was a white woman. She was a white woman.
Now let me explain to you something, Rosie. We have the manosphere that's standing up for themselves. We got the Tommy Sotomayor's. We got the No Fugazi. We got the Marquette. We got the Hebrews. We got men that's standing up for themselves. The question that you're going to answer today is why in the hell are you doing manosphere speaking points for niggas instead of helping the Black woman to heal from what niggas did to us? Talk to me. Talk Black to me today, Rosie. Talk Black
because
to me
I
today.
don't think, because I think that it's too many women like you telling Black women to act like bulldogs. I don't think they need any fucking assistance. I think they need some fucking accountability. How about that? How about that?
So
it's one thing.
That's it. But see, that's why while she's talking to see this is the point. So this is where Bonquisha, this is where she's getting it fucked up. She's talking about the Marquettes. She's talking about the Coolies and shit like that. What they're telling men is to have better standards for themselves. Stop settling. Stop settling, right? Stop putting yourself in these positions of failure. And what Bonquisha and pretty much what Smell the Roses is telling, like, you just telling what you're telling these women to be is you telling them to be rock rollers. You telling them to be hard. You telling them to be masculine. You telling them to stand up to the man. Not to be feminine, but to be bodacious, big, broad. That ain't you. Because here's the problem. And I'm going to be 110% real with y'all. I'm not saying I condone this, but I'm going to be 110% real with y'all. Y'all are able to do that because men won't put their hands on you. Because men have created a space for you. They put you in a position where you think it's okay for you to talk crazy to a man. And because these men won't put their hands on you, now, of course, there are some who will, and we don't condone it. However, the lack of respect for what a man is has gone out the window. That's the problem. It's kind of like a kid who don't know a kid's place. A kid talking to their parent, talking back to their parents as if their parents is their friend. I would never allow a child to talk to me as if I'm their friend. I'm not your friend. I'm not. I am your parent. I am the adult here. You are the child. Stay in a child's place. And I think a lot of, and I'm not comparing women to children, but what I am saying is this: a lot of women they don't stay in their fucking place. You're talking to a man. You're talking to a man as if, yeah, you are equal as human beings, but we ain't equal at all. At all. You have different roles. You have different roles and functions in life than what a man does. And then that's not to say that one is valuable than the other. One is more valuable than the other. That is not to say that. But however, what Bonquisha is trying to teach these women is that ain't the right way to go. Why would I listen to a woman that looks like that? Why would I listen to a woman who got the little, I don't know if those are real or not, who got the little silver shit on her teeth? Why would I have a little girl listen to her? Why? Why? I wouldn't. Now, she may be a very intelligent woman, but that intelligence is only geared towards negativity. It's geared towards hate. It is. Now, if it's not hateful, it comes off as hateful. Why would we want that? Because if you want to empower little girls, you want to tell them, listen, remain feminine. Remain in your feminine energy. You don't need to be boastful. You don't need to be broad. You don't need to raise your voice. You can still get your point across without yelling and screaming. You can still get your point across. Do y'all understand Queen Elizabeth don't raise her fucking voice, but had the ultimate power? Do you realize a truly feminine woman, when she walks into the room, men stand up. Men used to take their hats off when a woman walks through the fucking room. Her light shines when she walks to that room because she's so feminine. Men step out the way, they let her fucking shine. And because she's so quiet, she's so slow to speak. She's so slow to speak. When she does speak, people stop and they listen. Because she don't talk much. She don't say much. But when she does say something, it's always profound. It's always something that's transformational. It's always something enlightening. Because she always sits back. She observes. She pays attention. She understands, like, listen, I don't need to always have to say something. I don't always have to say something. But I know people value my input when I do say something. So I sit back and I observe. When somebody asks me something, I'll answer to the best of my knowledge, and they're going to listen.
It's one thing to defend yourself when something wrong is happening to you. It's another thing for you just to be pulling shit out of the sky and trying to hold men's feet to the fire just because you can't get your shit together. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. You want to talk about, you just brought up, I brought up Tisha Campbell. You want to bring up Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett is a fucking eyesore. She's a problem. If she's not happy with Will Smith, she needs to leave his ass alone. She has choices just like you or me. So why am I wrong for talking about the nasty things that Black women do? They can do some nasty shit. Just because you're a Black woman doesn't mean that you're God. I don't agree with that either. That was another talking point on your page. I don't agree that the Black woman is God. You came from a man's rib, according to the Bible. That's what I go off of. So I believe it's God, man, woman. So that's how I gear my life. That's how I have geared my page. And when I see Black
woman, 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 you came from a man. So how are you disrespecting the very thing that you came from? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. If it wasn't for God, there would not be man. If it wasn't for man, there wouldn't be woman.
woman acting a fool, I hold them accountable. When I see black men acting a fool, like I just did a read on Offset, I hold them accountable too. I can say that black men are full of shit.
Rosie, I'm feeling very sorry for you.
Damn.
I really am right now. Hey, Rosie, don't talk, just receive it. Don't talk, just receive it. Because I'm gonna beat your tail today. Did you just say that the woman came from the rib of a man? Yes or no?
Said, according to the Bible.
Just yes or
I'm
no?
Catholic. I'm Catholic. I
Yes
understand
or
you might
no?
be. Yes, I did.
Okay, you getting tossed. Did you say that the black woman was not God?
Yeah, I do not believe that. I do not believe that.
Okay, and if you, okay, let me rephrase it. The black woman is the only true and living God on this earth. I'm not talking about your fantasies. I'm not talking about mythos. I'm talking about God. Do you know what the description of a God is? I know you don't know it because you must be a Christian to be talking about that the woman came from the rib of a man.
When I say
Christian, that is an antiquated speaking point. Everybody that's conscious know that no woman came from a rib of a nigga. Everybody know that. And for you not to know that in 2026, you shouldn't have your ass up here. You need to be in somebody's historian or some college, not a biblical college, but a scientist. You need to have some scientists teach you
I
about
actually
what
went
really
to a Christian university. I actually went to a Christian university.
And you was a fool to waste your money.
I am very versed in
And you was
Christianity.
a fool to waste your money. For you to sit here and say that we as women came from the rib of a nigga, you must be out of your mind. Everybody and their mother know that is nothing but allegory. There's nothing true about us coming from the rib of a man. And you,
so you know better.
So I need Dunquisha to prove that. You just because you talking loud, you know what I'm saying, with your Captain Hook wig on, I need you to give us some hard proof evidence. I need some hard proof evidence that that's not true. Not some bullshit that you're reading from too, because the very same thing that you're trying to criticize her of, you doing the exact same thing. You had to learn it from somewhere. It ain't just come from the conscious mind. You read it from somewhere. Where did you read it from? And is this true? How can it be true? Can you prove it?
So where did you come from? So where did we come from?
We came from the divine creator. Where else did we come from?
So if you came from a divine creator, how are you then divine and considering yourself God?
Because the divine creator is completely and directly embodied in a black woman.
What?
We were the
Man, hell no.
only people here in the very beginning, Rosie. Nobody else was here. White people just got here about 10,000 years ago. We've been here. The black woman has been here over 200,000 years, Rosie. Did you know that? Did you know that the Johnny-come-lately white race emerged about 10,000?
What the fuck that got to do with the divine creator? What does that have to do with the divine creator? The last time I checked, the divine creator ain't have no race.
Years ago. Did you know that?
I'm not asking
you. I'm just making a point. So what I am trying to tell you is that let me break it down like this, Rosie. The divine creator is what? A life force. It's a force that's pulsating, giving
so
life.
White women don't give life. They're not forcing.
They are demigods. They are a creation of the black
Here we go
woman.
with that demigod shit again.
Be quiet.
We heard that
Rosie.
before.
Shut it down, Rosie. You know that the black woman was here first. You know every single person on this earth came from the bosom of the black woman. And that's nothing to debate. Everybody knows that the black woman was here first, Rosie. Not you, not the biracials, not white, not Asians, not Latinos. The black woman, she sat on the throne alone for hundreds of thousands of years before any of you came. That's a fact.
So I'm still trying to figure out her claim in regards to women not coming from a man's rib. That's why so she didn't took that shit all the way to the fucking left somewhere else. She talking about white people, Asian people, mixed biracial people. Just get back to the point. How can you prove that women didn't come from a man's womb, a man's rib? That's what I'm trying to figure out. She completely derailed that shit and took that bitch somewhere else. 1 + water = Pluto.
That is a fact, and you need to go back to that Christian school and tell them to take the
She in Universe 10 right now. That's where she at.
ask for a refund. Tell them they robbed your ass because you up here talking fugazi.
Okay, so I agree that civilization started from a black woman. And I guess if you're going to use that context to consider black woman God, to me, that's strange because every species adapts. So white people are an adaptation of people that came out of Africa. But that never stopped white women from being able to have babies. Okay, I'm biracial, so my Spanish, white, European mother had me. That doesn't make you any different from her today, in today's time. And that damn sure doesn't make either one of y'all God. And I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it.
That's because, Rosie, I'm not gonna go in on you. That's because you can't
Go
claim.
in on me.
Hey, Rosie, you can't claim shit. You black on Monday, you white on Tuesday, black on Wednesday. Don't do that. Claim something. So you like to just dance in the middle of it. You like to be in the middle of it.
You brought up biracial. So I have to acknowledge that my mother is white and she can have babies just like black women can have babies.
You are out of control, Rosie. It's not your turn. Now you gotta sit and let me cook for a second and then you cook. Now you out of control. Now, like I said, I'm a full black woman. I did my DNA. 80 to 90%.
No. You don't get to say that.
Rosie,
you don't get to say that.
No, you ain't. 80 to 90% ain't no full nothing. There's still 20% left. Yup, you got some European in you, shorty. No. There is not one person in the United States of America that I know of that's 100% black. If you really want to break it down to the nuts and bolts. I did my ancestry. And of course, it continues to update. It always continues to update. I damn sure ain't 100% black. Now, I'm majority black. Majority black. Just saying.
Say that you don't have any white people in your ancestry.
Don't make me have to pull it on you, Rosie.
No.
Don't make me have to pull it on you. It is
you
not
don't get
your
to
turn
say
be
you're 100%
and you are not about to
anything.
interrupt Queasy.
None of us
You
get
are
to
not
say
about
that.
to interrupt Queasy. Shut your ass up, Rosie. You are not about to interrupt Queasy. That's not about to happen. You are out of control. You fumbling all around because you ain't got no world view. You are biracial or mulatto, just floating around this motherfucker with no roots, and therefore you out of control. Shut your ass up, Rosie.
I don't understand what makes you. There's nothing different between.
Dunquisha lighter than me. Her skin complexion is lighter than me. So 27% Benin and Togo, 27% Nigeria, 10% Mali, not Mali from Anton Daniels, but Mali. Ivory Coast and Ghana, 8%. North Central Nigeria, 3%. Senegal, 2%. Central West Africa, 1%. Central Nigeria, 1%. Nigerian woodlands, 1%. Western Bantu people, 5%, which that is in Central Africa. Cameroon, 2%. 4%, the Netherlands, which is in Western Europe. South Africa, Southern Bantu people, 2%. England, Cornwall, 2%. East Midlands, 1%. Celtic and Gaelic, Central Scotland and Northern Ireland, 2%. East Africa, Eastern Bantu people, 1%. Indigenous Americas, which is Canada and United States, 1%. That's all of my DNA makeup. Nigga, I'm all over the fucking place. And Dunquisha is lighter than me, so ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. 2% cornball? No, man, it ain't cornball. It's 2%. No, Cornwall. Cornwall. Just exchange the B for a W. Cornwall. Nigga, I'm all over the place. So I know damn well Miss Bone Quick ain't no fucking you lying to me. And I'm darker than you, shorty. Cap. You ain't no way you 100% black. Cap.
A black woman having a baby and a white woman having a baby.
That's why I said that you need to go back to that Christian college and tell them.
No, I'm going to you. I'm going to you. I'm asking you.
I am about to answer. You cannot stop me from starting out how I want to. Be quiet. Go to that college and take that certificate and wipe it up your. Nobody said that it is a difference between a white woman having a baby and a black woman. I am telling you that originally that I get to claim from my cultural reality, not yours. You are Johnny come lately 10,000 years ago. I've been here 200,000. I am trying to teach you
ain't been
that
no
in the beginning, before anything existed, the black woman, nobody else, the black woman sat on the throne alone. There was no biracials, no whites, and that's what makes us the God of life, because everybody on this planet came from me and not you, Rosie. So you need to take a back seat and know that I'm the
girl. Ain't nobody come from your goof ass. Ain't nobody come from you. Ain't nobody come from you. You came from somebody, but they ain't come from you. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You are not an origin black woman. You got a whole bunch of your DNA mixed up in other races as well. Stop the cap, bro. Everybody is, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in today in America is mixed with something. All y'all DNA all over the fucking place. Every fucking where. As long as black people have been on this motherfucking earth, and I'm so not black people, but people in general have been on this motherfucking earth. People have migrated from different countries, different cities, across waters, all that shit. And you mean to tell me that you the origin black person, man? You won't shut your ass up?
Dominant and you are the recessive. I am the dominant and your ass is the recessive. That's fact.
No.
What you got for me,
I
Rosie?
understand that black women calling themselves God might sound empowering, but it becomes dangerous when you start saying like they need to act like pit bulls and they don't need to be held accountable and they can't hold themselves to a. Why don't they hold themselves to a godly standard? If they're gods, why are they out here running amok, running astray, doing bullshit? Tell me that.
You keep rocking.
Oh, I can answer that.
Why you keep rocking? That bitch crazy, bro. Bro, y'all think something wrong with me if I was up here watching this entire live stream up here doing this. You think I was on the spectrum? 100%.
I'm telling you, Rosie.
It's
you
a
in the
black
wrong
man's
league.
fault. You gonna
Be
go
quiet
there?
for
You
a
gonna
second.
say it's a black man's fault? The black man got the woman running amok, going astray, acting a fool, shaking their ass, being mega stallions. That's what you gonna say? It's a black man's fault?
No, what I'm gonna say is you are the epitome of a dick rider. That's what I'm gonna say,
Okay,
Rosie.
I'll be that.
You are the
I like
epitome
it. I like
of
it.
a dusty
That's
ass
actually my
dick rider.
favorite. That's
Be
actually my
quiet. You
favorite.
just spoke.
On my toes, don't
You
Quisha.
just spoke.
So the reason why black women act so
Hold on now,
poorly
Stella Rosa.
today, like we're gonna say Meg the Stallion, Jada Pinkett, you brought up Jada Pinkett. I'm about to drop a video on Cheyenne Bryant pretending to be a doctor. Tisha Campbell came out and lied on Martin Lawrence. All these women are portraying bad behavior. I want to know, if they're so godly, why do they do that?
The reason why the black woman is acting out is 110% because of the damage of the black man, of men in general. I'm going to say men. The reason why our community and our women are completely out of line is because of men. So let me break it down to you. In the beginning, we were the first gods. We were the first teachers. We were worship. Go, throw that Christian book away. We were worship. And what happened is, in antiquity, the man decided to rebel against his creator, which was us. And he came with physical violence. He was lynching us. He was doing sexual assaults. He was hanging us. No, I already said lynching. He was throwing us off cliffs. He was murdering us. He had got a book, which is the Bible, made us into property, put us alongside animals. Don't covet a man's horse, his dog, his wife. And he broke us down so bad as women that we had low self-esteem, no self-worth, and eventually we kicked into self-hate. So what you see is the result of man destroying the divine feminine, coming up with a system of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and he removed us. We were divine in the beginning, and he did it by force. So when you see us out here twerking and jerking, it is because it was a systematic elimination of the divine divinity of black women. We were, this was on purpose. This was an erasure. Erased us out of all the texts. He erased us off of the shrines. He burned the shrines and the temples. And then not only did he burn, he destroyed our figurines, our divine figurines. He did everything in his power to break us down. And so now we out here looking back.
Men? He didn't do that to black men too? Didn't he do that to black men? So you want black men to treat black women better than black women treat black men just because they went through the same plight in antiquity through up until today? Weren't black women lynched just as much as black men? So
black men were lynched more than black women. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Now you capping. Dunquisha, man.
So you don't want to hold the women accountable, but you want to hold the men accountable. So you rather my YouTube channel just go at men's necks and never hold black women accountable. I'm all for empowering black women, but I'm not for degenerate behavior. I'm never going to just big up degenerate behavior because of the things that's happened in our past. Cleopatra had a choice. She had a choice. She made her decision, right? Do we know about Cleopatra? So, I mean, was she wrong for what she did? Should somebody have held her accountable for the bullshit she was on? I mean, if we're going to talk about antiquity and all this other shit from the past, like, we're not going to talk about that.
You sit here in modernity, 2026, for I don't know what reason, sitting over here writing, constantly talking about what
Oh my
black
God.
women. Be
I'm a
quiet.
black
Hey, you were just
woman.
talking. You out of control. You out of control. You were just talking. Be quiet for a second, Rosie. You're sitting over here in 2026. This is modern time. Not understanding what happened to the black woman to cause her to be in this condition.
Man, I ain't listen to this shit no more, man. It's so stupid. Stupid. Why I be putting myself through this shit? I shouldn't even listen to it. Shout out to Smell the Roses. Shout out to Dunquisha too, even though she's saying some crazy shit, but she out of pocket. She needs to sit her ass down somewhere. She needs to sit down. She real deal need to sit down somewhere. I don't know what she got going on. I can only imagine the people that's following her right now. I can only imagine. Boy. But hey, listen, you know what? Let me see. I want to see something real quick. Let me see something. I want to see something. Yeah, she gotta. Dunquisha gotta hate. Dunquisha got hate. She got hate in her soul. She got hate in her spirit, dog. But what's crazy is her content is going at men. If that's all it is, it's going at men. It ain't. I don't see anything empowering. I don't even see anything empowering black women. I think she a character, bro. She's just a bad actor. That's exactly what she is. I think she playing the character. I think that's what's going on. I think she's just playing the character. 1000%. She probably ain't even like that in real life. She's just playing the character. I get it. I think I'm getting it now. She's just playing the character. So you can't take it serious. You can't take it serious. Unbelievable. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with your boy tonight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hear Tuesday for the Banter and Barter Show, 7:05 p.m. 7:05 p.m. Put it in your calendars. Mark it. Hit the bell notification so it'll give you a reminder that we are live. Come kick it with us. Also, I just uploaded another video too, so go show love over there. Go hype the video up. Go show love. Throw a super chat. Do whatever it is to show your support and your love for the channel, because we're trying to grow this thing up big. If you haven't become a member, make sure you become a member. Gold, bronze, silver. Gold, bronze, and silver. All right. What else we got? I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have anything else. Let me see what you say. My grandfather's white and Italian, so I'm mixed with black, white, Italian. So my thing is, she say only black women made this world, and going to heaven, she's out. I mean, listen, I'm not listening to her no more. Dunquisha just wild. She just talking. Dunquisha needs to be held accountable. I can't even hear her anymore. Yeah, she on some more shit. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for kicking with your boy. And until next time, I will holla.